don't stop until it's done.
Nope.
Part of the last stream.
Nope.
Then you're gonna come down. I'm gonna come down here. Gonna be crying. I'm like, nope, not until you make the ponies. And I'll finish smooching. Gotta do.
Well, I don't think that's a smooching video.
They can be smooching it.
They could smooch in any video, right?
Well, yeah.
Is there? Could you think? Is there? Could every video ever made use smooching?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So what if it was like Twilight and Shining are playing in the little, like in their playroom and when they're all like 8 years old?
The internet is filled with those.
I know, but I'm saying like, so that's something you want.
No, I mean, no. No.
No, this is what you were saying. Because that's content.
I think TJ Pose did a video like that once. Saw it. Called Read Between the Lines. It was all very much implied that they were smooching. I'm looking up pony news, guys. I had a rough day and I want to look at pony news.
We're gonna see if we can get this like bird thing done today. I think it was just finish. Yeah, the bird thing. I need to do some clouds, and I want to figure out some potential
It's like
textures
not
on
even
her.
Ponies.
Yeah. I want to, like, as I'm saying, sciencey stuff, because my absolute like favorite thing in SFM to do is figuring out how to do new things, like having a challenge that the software, like if you did Blender, you can make Blender do just about anything in some way or another, but SFM has limitations, and I like figuring out ways to work around those limitations.
So The Sims 4, apparently it has a marketplace where you can buy things for Sims 4, which is dumb. You know, that stuff's supposed to be free, but they got a My Little Pony like group you can get on the Sims 4.
Oh,
They're just humanized versions of the horse characters.
there's a different game that in Zoe or something that is like The Sims that came out, but that doesn't have as much of that, like, because The Sims very much became how much can we charge you on DLC,
Yes.
to a crazy stupid number.
A new couch, which took them 10 minutes to make.
Like some games have a lot of DLCs, but none of them are relevant to anything. Like Monster Hunter. So I've been playing Monster Hunter Stories 3. This is the DLCs.
For Monster Hunter 3?
No, Monster Hunter 3 Stories, the one I've been playing.
They nickel and dime you, don't they?
But they're all just outfits.
Yeah.
And none of them matter because all they do is make people look different, but it has no effect on anything. And they're fine. Normal outfits are fine.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't care. But like, yeah, there's like 27 of them. The only one I know of that was a little bit whatever is there's one of these. This has an additional side story for the cat person. And it's funny because it's rated 10% on user reviews.
Forget the cat.
No, this cat's actually okay. Yeah, so the biggest problem that people I think had with it was they add in one of people's favorite monsters, Nargilante, but they don't let you capture him in a game that's all about capturing. So there's that, and then I believe they also they brought back the most hated character from the other game, the Stories game.
Yeah.
The cat from the previous game.
Yeah. Which
was horrible. The one in this game, Rudy, is actually good. I don't mind him. And this is going to be really weird because it's a Monster Hunter game. Monster Hunter Stories 3 probably has the best story out of any Monster Hunter game.
Even World?
World didn't have a good story.
No, but that's what I loved about it.
That's what I'm saying. It's a low bar to clear. I'm not going to say it's a good story, but it actually has interesting characters, actual development of things, it definitely still has the like, we need to save the environment by murdering things vibe. But I think that the actual, it feels much more engaging than any of the others have had. So I'm really surprised that they actually did, I think, a very good job in telling the story for 3.
I want to take over writing for Monster Hunter just because I want the absurdity. I want the reason they're attacking the monsters to become increasingly absurd. Like Starship Troopers. The bugs threw meteors at us. Level of absurd.
Well, what I found is that in Monster Hunter, I think they are using the word slay in way too many broad of a term, because it'd be like, you've slayed Rathalos. He ran away. And it's like, wait, what? You can't, you know what slay means? It's always slay. And
it might be a translation thing.
Well, but my favorite is still, we need to save these creatures. So if we find one, we beat the shit out of it, follow it back to its den and murder it. We can then take its child and then raise it for our own and release it. And then I'm like, okay, but isn't that you killed one and released one? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you saved the environment. It's so
I want stories in Monster Hunter just be like, our 130-year-old emperor has died from an illness caused by Rathalos or Rathian or something. We gotta go kill it. All of them.
Well, I think that's the second game kind of had that, where I think Rathalos was considered to be more like an omen of sin in the second game. In the third game, there's actually a lot more of them, but the two main ones are in there are just they are like figments in the past that just pop back up again. But they're still trying to figure out how a conversation works in Monster Hunter Universe. It's more of, they want you to have a game where you have giant swords that you swing at creatures and the creatures like go down, but they also want to make it like kid friendly-ish. And I'm thinking it's just like how, you hear the same word over and over again, how you just kind of loses the feeling, like it almost seems like it's incorrect. I'm thinking they just keep using a word incorrectly so that you no longer see it for that, but then it still is. And so it's so weird.
Strandward, I'll figure out a way to keep this month from ending.
No, I would say I think that Monster Hunter Stories 3 is a very good game. It was actually Soul Kitty gifted it to me, and I was putting off playing it because I was like, I like the Monster Hunter games, will be fine, but it is a definite improvement on the other ones. I think I'm kind of glad I didn't try streaming it at any point though, because like the story is neat and there's a good bit of it, but most of the game you're spent just doing like animal conservation, like building up habitats and like you're watching yourself grab an egg for the 800th time. So I mean, I enjoyed it, but it also like from a visual perspective is a little bit it probably wouldn't have been as interesting. So Kitty gifted because of Palicos. So Kitty watched us when we played number 2 a lot, and it probably was because of like, is it Navarro or something from the cat from the second game? He was so bad. He was so bad. Rudy kind of had that vibe early on, but he got into his own and actually kind of became a little badass. So it's fine.
Trees, if you're referring to the fact that the San Diego Comic-Con is going to have more information, then yes, I'm aware of that. But that's all I've seen for leaks. It wasn't so much a leak. They gave out a press release to all of their license holders, and some of them said, hey, they're going to be telling us stuff. Jack dead? I saw what you posted, Scope, and personal like experiences tells me that that's not real.
I thought you said you were done last month. No, I am done this month. I didn't want to have it where like I'm saying like, hey, I'm gonna be done tomorrow, bye. Like that's kind of dick move. So like that's why I said it early. I planned after stream today to finish up the last stuff on Patreon to kind of get that kind of closed out, because I have to figure out the stuff from last month, because Patreon charged anyway, even though I didn't want to. But I need to make sure it doesn't go in for next month. Okay. For this, it was, I think the main thing I wanted to do right now is finalize some of these cloud things back here, which was a lot of just loading in new clouds, putting in new lights, and just trying to make the background look a little bit more stormy. Like even that, like it doesn't do much, but it does help.
I've seen that picture, and the thing about it is the characters in that, including the one, are based around a set of preschool toys that came out like 8 years ago that had those 3 characters plus that extra character that had a name. Can't remember what her name was, but then it just never materialized into anything. I don't know, man. I'm waiting for the San Diego Comic-Con. It's like...
When is it?
I think it's like this weekend. July 21st, so it's today. It started today.
Okay. When's the panel?
Um,
And what if they end up saying nothing?
I doubt it.
Because was information specifically stated and confirmed from Hasbro stating that they were going to provide information at that panel? Or is it speculation?
I think it's a little bit of speculation, but they're throwing speculation at me in chat right now. We know Lauren Faust is going to be there, and she's got a panel. That isn't speculation.
Yeah, but
What she's there to talk about is
that's the thing, is they're making assumptions that that's what she's going to talk about, and it could take away from her ability to talk about the things that she wants to talk about if everybody's just like, yeah, cool, whatever. What about Horus? She's like, well, I don't have anything about that, and then everybody's like, yeah, but that's what we want, so shut up, give us Horus.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I don't like that.
It's actually several people on the panel. She's just leading the panel. '24th. But her panel isn't for another 3 days. That's a long convention.
Oh yeah, San Diego Comic-Con is like the convention when it comes to that type of stuff.
So it's the day before my birthday. I'm gonna get to know horse news for my birthday.
Yeah, it's one of the like ones I've thought about going to, but there's like, it's also that it's so big that there's no way you can do everything at all times. Like the vendor hall and the exhibition hall, like those alone are like weekend worthy. But then on top of that, you have all the panels you need to go to and long lines. Like I'm pretty sure they set it up the stuff pretty well, but it's still like, ugh.
I think one of the things that made GE4 as good as it was is it had a huge extended cast and a huge extended world. Backing off on the number of like main characters would be a mistake, because then people would just be waiting around for the few times those characters. Because I assume even if they weren't in the front and center, they'd still be somewhere. And people would just be like looking for them, like lost parents and children.
Why am I not able
We
to
just
get
don't
this
invite
slide?
Applejack to stuff anymore. No.
Oh, it's because of the
She
freaking
died the same
texture.
way as her parents did in the shitter.
Yeah, we know.
Mm-hmm. No, like, I'm taking anything I hear until the convention, until they officially announce something, with a massive grain of salt.
Are you sure? Because you've been really excited about like anything and
I'm
any
excited to
version.
hear something, but I want to hear something official. Like, because I've been seeing leaks and these like possible things for years now, and my hope is they figure out what they did wrong and don't not do it again. What you just showed me was them messing up again,
What do you mean?
not having all the main characters be.
Or was that a picture of Argo in
Sorry.
college? Oh, which picture? Oh, the Polaroid? Was it Gabe? I didn't actually see which one it is. Because, I have no pictures of myself on those.
I mean, it is saying it's an official leak, but like
Official leak?
that's what Derpy Buru is saying.
How can it? What is the definition of an official leak? Because official means it was provided by the people and confirmed from them. So it can't be an official leak.
It can if it was given to
You can have it be a confirmed leak.
licensees, and then they leaked it.
Yeah, then it maybe a confirmed leak, but official says Hasbro provided that info. But that doesn't work if they gave it. You can't call it a leak then. It's like calling it, like saying dry water. It can't be both.
Like, I don't hate the character designs if that's the character design. I don't think they're great, but I've seen worse.
You just want horse.
Having any horse is better than no horse, but that doesn't mean it's good. They kind of went a little bit backwards, I think, with making them look more like the early generation characters, but giving them the broader faces. I don't like that so much.
But again,
Who knows?
yeah. I definitely have thought that like leaks have become a thing that a place that's building something can put something out there as a test run, see what people say, and if they're angry, change it. If not, then leave it. I'm confident that's what they did with Sonic.
I don't believe that. I think
'Cause
it wasn't that hard to swap the model.
There's a certain amount of we fucked up that I will allow, and I feel like that was so far into we fucked up territory that like there's no way that CGI developers were like, especially since people that go into that type of business probably are nerds and played Sonic and things. At least somebody had to, and they didn't go, I think we're gonna piss some people off.
I'm just glad that the ugly Sonic got reused in the Chippendale movie.
No, it turned into a fun joke, and I like that.
They even have ponies in that movie.
But still, it was just like, I am a firm believer that we were just being the test for it. It's called a pilot episode. They kind of every time it's the tank engine which they released, so we could see the first test episode and then changed a lot of things. Well, I could say that yes, but a pilot isn't as much for us. A pilot is meant to be a test for the people sponsoring. It's saying this is what it's going to be, and so you make a full episode, and sometimes it's remade for when it's actually going to be aired, but essentially you're making a full episode and then providing that and saying, do you want to keep funding this? So it's in a way it's a pilot, but in that sense it's already been funded, and I would say it's your beta testing with the audience.
I will say that this about the Pony Show, and I've kind of mentioned this before, they're kind of on their last, you better get it right this time or everyone's gonna start.
But they've only messed up. They did what 11 years of doing it, or probably like 8 years of doing it right.
Yes.
And then they messed up for like 2 years. You're saying they better do it right now?
No, they had Pony Life was fine. It was a nice filler. They got the movie right, G5, and then they tanked the budget, sold the studio, fucked up G5.
Yeah, but I would say that they did so much right for so long that you would think that you can't just say that the one time they do something wrong that immediately you have to go and say you fucked up, get the fuck out.
People have very short attention spans.
Oh yeah, that is what we're in for a society now.
Like, you have to keep producing quality content or people are going to walk away. And
No, you don't have to provide quality content. You just have to be providing a good enough to make people shut up and just buy your stuff. But we're also no longer in an environment that is promotes multi season unless it's been epically successful. Almost because now everything's on streaming, and streaming from a subscription service perspective doesn't benefit anybody past 2 seasons. Like, you don't retain enough people after 2 seasons to make it worthwhile, because the new series bring more people in. Pony, and no matter what,
SpongeBob SquarePants,
because that has been such a long running thing that it has a large base of people. But almost anything you see that goes on Netflix goes 1 or 2 seasons, and then they'll just stop it, because at that point, unless it's grown a huge following, isn't going to be enough to draw people
My Little
in.
Pony's been around since the 80s.
Yes, but it's not going to be those kind of numbers to draw something in for another 8 seasons. It more than likely anything that we're going to get is going to be probably 1 signed season, and then if it's successful enough, 2 at most after that, and then they're not going to do it anymore.
If they would listen to me, it would be so super successful, and then there'd be 20 seasons. It'd be like The Simpsons.
Yeah, some of those are in by the fact that they've been around forever. They have their like large groups, get people that are already can develop it, do it quickly, have all the people. You don't have to start it from scratch.
How many Simpsons conventions are there that are just about The Simpsons?
I don't know. Maybe have you ever looked?
I haven't, but I don't think I think there's probably maybe one.
But again, those conventions. For the few thousand people, like let's say between all the conventions, what do you think is the total amount of people adding up all conventions together right now?
Far more than the Simpsons convention.
But I can guarantee you that more people watch The Simpsons.
Yeah, because they're not.
And the conventions, how much do the conventions make Hasbro?
No, not very little.
Then the conventions mean nothing to them.
Yeah.
The voice actors, it does more for.
Yes.
The Hasbro's not going to care about how many people go to conventions. They're going to care about how many toys do you buy. And when you have a lot of people that watch horse that are like I want to watch this horse stuff. This is pretty cool. I don't want to pay for it though. So I'm going to go and watch a streaming website that is preventing people from getting the money in that I need. Why would they keep making it? To me, it's just. Bronies are not a big enough audience compared to other things out there.
It took me a second to realize that that's Fluttershy. That pony on the end, I didn't realize that's Fluttershy.
She shouldn't have green.
She's got green in her hair.
I like the green, but she shouldn't.
They're kind of going a little bit power ponies, a little bit in their designs. Pinkie Pie's balloons were they always heart balloons? No. They're heart balloons now instead of just balloons. Which is whatever. But like, they've been leaving Applejack off of merchandise for years. It's not think that she's gone, even if that is legitimate. It's one picture.
Who's Applejack?
If the leak is legitimate, they're not gone, I guarantee you. They make pictures and merch and stuff all the time without some characters. I mean, why would you get rid of those ponies? Why? Did they run out of budget for extra characters? Even if they're not in every episode, you just keep them in your back pocket for when it makes sense to have them around. Applejack consistently did rate the lowest with children for popular characters. Rarity, though, on the other hand, rated pretty well.
With my one of my nieces, when she was growing up, she I saw her once, and she really liked My Little Pony, and she was like, I was like, she came up with I think it was a rarity plush. I think it was a rarity plush. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I was like, is that your favorite pony? Uh-huh. I'm like, who is that? Twilight Sparkle. I'm like,
And
yeah.
the deep within you, the fire burned, but you couldn't let it out.
She had the name wrong, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna tell a kid that they're wrong, because that's called being evil.
You slap them. You say, no, that's Rarity, and you should know that. You take the plushie from them and say, you don't deserve this.
Yes, I knew you were gonna say that.
You don't deserve this. You clearly don't care enough. And then you put that pony on the highest shelf so that they cannot get it. And then they become, I don't know, SpongeBob fans or something instead.
Apples, apples, apples.
Michael's main
Apples,
6
apples.
ranking. That's Rainbow Dash. She's number 1.
Oh, I guess that's main 6. I was
Main
gonna say,
6.
what about Derpy? But
Oh, I mean, she should be at 6 if they made the show right. So Rainbow Dash, then probably Applejack, then Twilight, then Rarity, then Fluttershy, then Pinkie Pie. And I like all of them. Please note, I think they're all great. I especially like Fluttershy's relationship with Discord. It's just fun. He's a bit of a freak.
oh yeah, she's definitely a freak.
Yeah.
All right. I know the one thing I needed to do too, because clouds look pretty decent at this point. That's kind of hidden behind stuff, so I'm not too worried. And nice thing is, if you kind of move, it actually does kind of shift and move. I like that. I need to redo the fog on the ground. That's waves. Ocean mist. There we go. Oh wait, sorry. You can continue.
No, you're talking about the stream stuff. That's important.
No, I need all these little like mist models were placed based on where the water was previously, but then we had to redo it because science. And so now I have to redo them. So we're gonna do that now. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete them all.
Now, I always, if I was to write for Fluttershy Discord, it would just be her like inside of her house. Discord put her inside like a butterfly cocoon, and she's just been in there for like a week because she wanted to see what it was like. She's weird. She's a weird horse, and Discord just kind of enjoys her for that. Like, he turned her into an orange in one episode, and she just laughed. Like, anyone else would be freaking out.
Oh, you.
Yeah. That was fun.
Okay, so some of these I remember they work, but I have to be a little careful because like this is too bright. But I don't want to deal with the ones that are too bright right now. Like this one right here is fine. It matches the brightness back here. And I think if I were to go like over here, that works. But as soon as they start getting closer, I have to start dimming them a little bit. Otherwise it just seems like glowing mist instead of just mist. So I'm gonna be careful with that. Like over here, just like way too bright. So we'll just have to be a little careful.
Sunset Shimmer had the chance to go back to Horse World and be a pony permanently and full time, and she chose not to. So I rank her pretty low. Nolan. She had a chance for pure happiness and she turned it away.
Yeah, but she grew a life in the other
What
place.
life? Does she live in the high school? I'm confused by that. She's in her 30s. Doesn't make any sense.
She made friends.
If anything, she was the one first being groomed by Celestia.
But if she went back there,
Equestria,
all the people that she grew to know and eventually gain friendships with are all there.
They're also on the other side.
They're not the ones that are her friends.
They're her friends-ish.
There are people with the same face and personality, but that don't know you.
Yeah, but they have a cute horse face.
She's not going to go around smooching them all.
Does she share? I guess she does share Twilight's human fetish, which is weird. Twilight showed no interest in any relationships until she went to like human world and saw the ape man.
That was because the general audience for the regular show fit within a group that probably isn't in dating or thinking about dating, but Ikuji was looking at that where maybe somebody starts looking at another person being like, ooh, they're kind of cute. And so they were trying to reflect that in the show.
So they gave Twilight a weird fetish for a horse, is what they did.
Well, God did it to you, so...
I don't know what you're saying. What you're implying.
I'm not implying anything. I am being pretty blatant. Because the Discord was mentioned, I did decide, because I'd mentioned before that I was probably going to get rid of Discord. I think I'm going to keep the Discord around, like, just as it is. So, like, because originally it's like I don't want to maintain it or whatever, but at the same time I'm like,
hold on to the pieces.
I'll leave it that, because otherwise it gets rid of chats, it gets rid of sort of like, I'm probably going to clean up some of the chats because there's not going to really like a need anymore for maintaining like a subscriber chat, but they'll all be archived and stuff. So
yeah,
but yeah, I will probably keep it around. It's just
ponies.
But then with that, if there are people that want to be like, oh, well, you know, it'd be nice to have like movie night or this or that, and want to utilize a group of people that might have similar interests to come and, like, I don't know, watch horse videos in a chat.
You can just have one of the chats constantly playing pony.
Except for I'd have to have some computer doing that.
Do you have like a spare server in there?
Yeah, but I'm not going to have it running that the whole time. But like, so if there's something like people have an idea for something like that they want to do, let me know. But
I liked my idea.
Do know that if you're like, oh yeah, it'd be fun to host stuff like that, it can be whatever amount of work you think it is, quadruple it, and then as long as you think that is still viable, then sure, because anything when it comes to community stuff is significantly more work than you think it's going to be.
Yeah, you got to stream on the Dargo server. You got to stream Pony 24/7.
Just for Michael, I'll rebuild my Void bot to stream Pony 24/7.
See, no one's cool.
Because originally I had made or when I started doing the Discord thing, I wanted to do it where I could just go live and just when I'm working on stuff, but then I never ended up working on stuff, and then I ended up just like never really wanting to spend the time to go and like just sit in a chat by myself. I did for a while. Like I think I played Plague Innocence Tale on stream and stuff, but it ended up being a lot of times when like nobody else was on for like within my other friend groups, but no, most people aren't anyway. So but yeah, it's when we first made the Discord, I think actually the very first day it popped in, I was live on one of the channels, and there was like, we capped on the number in there for a while. It was like 100. I can't remember exactly.
Oh. So, guys, following the My Little Pony news on the 24th, I won't be here to talk to you about it.
Nope.
What a cruel fate.
Yeah, because you got birthday stuff.
Yeah, I got birthday stuff. I gotta be like entertaining my moms.
Your moms?
My mom.
You said it like plural, and I'm like, wait.
Yeah. What's it?
This was pretty active a long time ago when I first joined. I remember jumping on VR, and a lot of people were watching. So that's the thing with any online community thing. So like if you look at how many people follow me on Twitch, it's like 5,400. And if you go to somebody right now that has like say 5 times as many viewers, they'll have like 1/10 as much. It's that any community that's made, eventually people just leave, but they're not, they leave but not leave. Like accounts get abandoned, things just change over time. People just leave it, but then they mute it. It's a thing where if you don't hello kitty, if you don't embrace it really early and heavily and for a while, you just it always will start to dwindle, and you have to keep trying to like refuel it as you're going, because you want numbers to go up. Your numbers are also going down at the same time. So if you get like whatever spike you get, you expect half of them to leave within a month. So you have to keep getting enough in to supplement that. And
Can it
like
be a thing that it just is?
like even on my YouTube right now, there are at least 3 or 4 days a month that my sub code goes down. That'll like lose 11 people, because every day I'm losing people. It's just whether or not I'm making enough back that day. And the longer something is around, the more it just starts seeing that, where you'll have 1,000 people somewhere, but now only like 12 of them actually say or do anything. And that's where you need a, like, that kind of work is like, I don't want to do.
The other thing about this supposed leak, it doesn't look live action to me. And there's supposed to be a live action pony movie.
The movie is supposed to be live action. I thought this was about a television show or something.
I hope it's like the first VR movie, where you put on a VR headset, and then you're just in the movie with the ponies, and the ponies are like, "Come on, boop, boop us on the nose," and it forces you to boop them because it's a movie, not a video game. And then they giggle, and that's the whole movie for an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes.
Okay, that's a little better for this, because this fog is seeing is kind of like softened at this edge, but isn't here. It's not really looking right. Trying to make it so that it's pretty even, but I feel like this needs to be this way. I'm gonna go down. We're gonna narrow it, because I think with all the fog kind of stuff that I added, it's not really needed anymore. But having a centralized one like that, yeah, that's a bit better. Because my thought is something like that happening, there's a lot of mist in the air, and it's going to like kind of light it all up. If anything, let's actually try grabbing one of these ocean mists. We're going to try putting it like in the cloud. In the lightning bolt. Come on, trying to get that inside one. There we go.
No, guys, we got the movie coming out. We got the series going to be announced.
Too far.
Only a few days before he ends the streams, and then I'm gonna have no one to talk about it with, because if I talk about it with him, he'll be like, "Ugh." He'll make that noise every time.
Oh, yeah.
Sense it.
It was actually very close to the noise I make. It's more like, ugh.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, definitely. So I want to make this a little bit more blue. That's 7, so it's 6.
I have an idea. The live action VR movie is like, in the movie, you are the pony, and you get boobs. Holy crap! It's the future. Who here wants a VR pony movie where you get boobed? Raise your hands. Can't see them, but raise them up.
This is an exercise in trust.
Yes. I can see in my mind's eye that you are all raising your hands, except especially Scope.
Oh yeah, Scope actually, I'm pretty sure, just like whenever you talk about Pony, he just gets up and dances.
Yeah.
Like he just gets so excited. You can't hold the energy.
'Cause I'm happy. Raising both of my hands. And there's another hand I found. Well, good job.
And keep a backup around.
Yes.
Never know when you'll need a backup hand.
The back of pants can be pretty useful, especially for the My Little Pony movie. As a special MLP 6 announcement stream. It does sound like a hoot. Except, like, I'll also be doing this stream after the announcement. So, you know. He'd be like, hey guys, the greatest My Little Pony thing ever is coming out. We just learned about it. And goodbye for
Wasn't that season 1?
No, it's gonna be even better.
It's gonna be better than season 1.
Yeah. It's gonna be the best pony thing. Like all of our minds will be collectively blown from how much pony there is. They'll drop the word snow pity in the trailer and everybody will lose their shit.
It just, you hear snow pity, and then like the Benny Hill theme starts playing, and it's just horses standing in place, just booping noses and smooching and like laying on the floor and like exchanging fluids, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, Hasbro, so good.
Good job, Astro. You figured it out. You figured it out. You did what Pokemon failed to do.
You exchanged fluids.
Yes. Actually, Pokemon does have breeding. So, I don't know. Pony's behind. Michael, on the 24/7 playlist, what do you want? Do you want to add Bluey? No, Nolan.
Yeah, actually,
I don't want to add Bluey.
it has to be like what the dub. So we need to have Bluey, but it needs to be about 80% Bluey.
It's gonna be 95% Bluey. If you...
Okay, Michael said it. 95% Bluey.
Nobody wants Bluey, Sir Edward.
And it has to be the same episode of Bluey.
The dogs look like boxes. I said it. They got no ass.
Why did you use an accent for that?
How do they even have any kids with those box asses? Like putting two Legos together. I did, Sir Edward. I will give Bluey this. It's very well written, and for what it is, about a parents and children and that kind of thing.
I think it is a fun show that both kids and parents can watch together.
Yeah.
And that helps show some of the difficulties of parenting to the kids, as well as showing the importance of letting a kid be a kid.
I mean, yes, in
and
the context of like the perfect parents and the perfect children.
And it helps teach kids some conversations that like they really don't talk about. Like the freaking there's a couple like the episodes that are banned in America because like apparently they just don't want television telling their kids about it, but then they won't either. So
I want the episode of Bluey where mom comes home after a 9-hour shift having to do overtime to her children who are latchkey children most of the time because she can't be home with them all the time. They've set the rug on fire. Dad is gone drinking with his friends, and like she comes home and just loses her shit and finally smacks the shit out of Bluey. That's a real household.
I feel like
that is America Bluey.
So,
you know,
and you want your mother to still visit.
She's fine.
Are you sure? Because I feel like there's a little bit of a relative thing going on. Like, yeah, that happened to you. You didn't get beat to shit?
Occasionally.
Oh. How many times were you shot to death? Only once.
Never shot.
No, but I'm saying like
I was stabbed a couple times. Anyway, the Bluey designs, they're ugly.
It's unique.
It's ugly.
You're ugly.
I know.
I
need another drink.
I was gonna say I'm using a boat, so maybe I could like or I'm using a boat, but I'm only showing a part of it. So I'm like, I could probably actually replace some of the stuff to make it less cartoony, but she's cartoony. So if I do that, actually, it would kind of take away from some of the stuff. So I think I might leave it. Let's, okay.
Psychiatrists aren't out to help you, because if they help you, then you don't have to go back. And then they don't make as much money. I need another drink.
I think what I might actually do here is, so there's water going into the distance, and that's really good. Like, I think that goes about as far back as I would want to go. But I think the most closest, this one, I want to, not even right there, but right by the camera, I want to increase the number a bit more. I'm going to try this. So we're going to go and add copy or one. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to go in here. Oh, I got to go with this.
You know what? I would be fine, Nolan, for you adding like the previous generations of pony to your rotation, especially G1. Some of G1 is legit.
I think some of the old ones are kind of not, it's like Scootrix did, where it's old enough that it's funny in an ironic way. And so it's fine to watch because it just makes it entertaining for like stupid reasons.
I did like the newest one where they go to the French and they go to the French for help. She's like, why in the world did you go to the French for help? Why didn't you just come to me? It's like, there was a big scary monster on your yard. And she's like, fuck, it won't be there.
What was it again?
It was like a scarecrow. Like,
oh yeah.
Kept them out of her yard.
Because she put it there purposely too.
Yeah, she did, to keep them away. And the second they went to somebody else for help, they absolutely just made things worse.
Okay, so we rotated
just
that.
her realization that if they don't come to me for help, they're gonna get themselves killed.
Well, it's more of, I'm going to be involved no matter what. Mm-hmm. So I can either wait for them to fuck it up more or just get involved early.
Yes. Just her being like, oh, fuck.
I have all of G6, I think, on the planks.
You do not.
G6?
You have all of Tell Your Tale?
Most of it. I had up to a certain point, but you have to rip it from YouTube.
You gotta get all the unfinished episodes.
No, like
they're just animatics.
Tell Your Tale is because there's no download to get it, so it was literally just go to a YouTube ripper or something, and it just took forever. Yeah. So I have, I think, some, or I was planning to do it, because you never know when they're just going to take that shit away.
Yeah, no, I mean, so much of it, the leaked stuff that was unfinished episodes, that the animators just went rogue on and said, we're gonna release what we got. Those are fun.
Okay, so
a lot of finished songs.
Adding the more rain, I think might be a bit much, because yeah, I think it might be overdoing it compared to this. This just feels more natural. I wanted more in front of the camera, but then I feel like it's kind of taking away from it. I'll just have to find a spot here that has some decent raindrops, or I could even just add like a teeny amount just to add more in front of the camera, but that's probably doing too much. But like if I were to go here, because this water dropping right now is the same amount reduces, it's what is going right now at over four times the volume. But I have to actually do an emit reduction. If I just do the max, it's going to come in spurts.
I'm looking at these character designs more, and I kind of don't like them. I don't know why.
Do you remember when they were talking about G6 and they released designs for things?
Yeah, it's giving me rainbow.
Now that we have AI to just like give you anything.
Yeah. It's just giving me rainbow power vibes. Remember when they were rainbow powered?
That's what I was just saying. It was that stuff was where they just kind of toss some weird shit out there.
It's like, let's put lots of stickers on them. No, the simple designs of G4 made them feel like They were just normal creatures living in their own world.
No.
They didn't have to be glittered.
Creatures?
Well, horses. Like no living creature is going to just naturally have hearts and stars in their eyes all the time.
Oh, I know why this looks
They're
off.
gonna have irises.
These are way too big.
Pupils.
Some of these work, but these raindrops, this would work. Like at this spot right here, because it's a little bit lower, but depending on where it is, some of those raindrops just way too big. Which, if you're out in a storm in the middle of an ocean, I'm gonna guess you're gonna get some pretty big fucking raindrops. But still, yeah, I don't like that. So
if Lauren Faust is taking questions after she shows the art style, and that is the art style, all the questions are going to be like, why'd you do this? Or why'd you do that? Why can't they look like they did before?
Or it'll be a panel about her content that she's made in the past, and like maybe they want to ask about the Iron Giant.
No, she's there to specifically talk about Pony. That much we do know.
Yeah, maybe it's an Iron Giant Pony crossover.
I'd be cool with her talking about Iron Giant. She was an animator on it.
Yeah.
So what does she really have? She was basically a...
Wow, what does she have to give us? You know, screw animators, fuck those guys. What do they got?
They are kind of the muckraker of the animation world. I'm sorry, but it's true, and you know it. The animator isn't the writer. The animator isn't the director. How many animators have you seen at a convention? They don't let them come outside.
As special guests, like the ones that are going to be paid to go out there and stuff, none. Only because name recognition.
Well,
it's the same reason that you get millions of dollars going to Chris Pratt to play Mario and not somebody that can do a good Mario voice, because Chris Pratt sells the numbers, not a good voice.
Well, the comic artists came, just the animators never did.
But I remember I was at the VIP dinner where they had all the they had round tables, and when you got in, based on how early you got into line for the VIP dinner, you would pick a table to sit at with any of the VIPs for the day. All the voice actors' tables filled up maximum before anybody else's table, even one other person went to any other spot. Maybe like 2 or 3. I went and sat at one of the tables with the comic book artists.
Yeah.
Big table, seats 10 at least. There's 4.
What was it, Andy Price? Because we see him a lot.
No, not Andy Price. It was somebody that was the first time ever going to one.
Okay.
So it was, so you got this, in everybody's table, other than the voice actors, were all half full.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were looking at the voice actors' tables and being like, huh, and then just going to the other one. So it's like, they go to those places, but in terms of who actually gets the attention.
I will say one of the bright points in my time at Pony Convention was with a voice actor. It was Ashley Ball. And I brought her a picture to sign with Applejack and Rainbow Dash drinking. And she's like, who do you think would win? And I was like, Applejack would win. And then in Rainbow Dash's voice, she counter-argued that Rainbow Dash would win as Rainbow Dash. And in that moment, for just a brief moment in my life, you know what happened?
You were happy.
One of the ponies, Rainbow Dash, responded to something I said. All I had to do was like close my eyes for just a moment, and Rainbow Dash was actively talking to me. And that is a thing, you know?
The next day I tried to kidnap her and I failed. I had a cage ready in the basement.
So there is a reason.
He lives by the Hills Have Eyes area, or used to. So like it would have made sense.
I mean, Sir Edward, that is what people want. If they can have the voice actor in front of them doing the character's voice, talking to them for the briefest moment that character can exist.
No one gives a crap about me when I'm a community guest except other community guests and VIPs. A lot of people think like getting a community guest means that you have more spotlight on you. People don't care if you're a community guest. If they know who you are, they know who you are. Being up on stage and being a community guest does nothing to help you in that area in the tiniest bit. Being in a booklet doesn't do anything for you. I did community guests for multiple years. It was mainly to get the free badge and just with a little extra work until I realized I could just get the free badge for a lot of these without doing the community guest and then not have to do the extra work. But the amount of people that came up and talked to me or interacted with me didn't change at all. Not at all. But it's just people assume that by being up there, it's some like status when it's not. It doesn't mean that now people know who you are. It just means that for that like 4 to 5 seconds, the 80 people in that room paying attention were looking at you until the next person came up and then they completely forgot you were there. It's just, yeah. For me, it's just a free badge. Yeah, I'm already going to go, but that's at least for the Charlie Cons. Which is still kind of rare now. It's one badge for one panel, where a lot of other places might require 2 or might require doing community guests or something else. BronyCon had the most generous system, where I think at one point a single panel would get you 6 badges. That was early on, but then it started decreasing over the years to where it'd go down to like 4 and then 3. But that's where you start doing, I talked about before, like the badge shuffle, where you're like, okay, I'm on 2 panels. I'm running this one, so I'll take one of the badges on this one, but I am going to be on that panel too. And that is 8 people, so don't count me for a badge on that one. And so you're talking with people to try to maximize badges. But yeah, it was kind of crazy how well they did. But for the Charlie Cons, it was that you got a free badge either way. So why should I do the extra work? It's generally that you can request other things. You could request an appearance fee or other needs or requirements. Gives you a little bit more of a negotiation bit. But I never felt that was something I wanted to do or fight for. I didn't supply enough other than the free badge, so I just did that. I'll try something here.
So yeah, Rainbow Dash talked to me one time. I was jealous.
You're like, stop talking so I can go back to Rainbow Dash.
She talked to me. Rainbow Dash responded to something I said in real time. She was there.
It's all been downhill since.
Yeah, true. That was one of my more pleasant interactions with the show guests. That, and I think the voice actor who plays Starlight asking me if my name was Hot Dish.
It was Hot Dish.
Should I make this out the Hot Dish? No.
Your name
Yes.
was Hot Dish that day.
I saw that picture. It's signed. It's like sitting on a shelf inside of a plastic thing. It's not hung up anywhere.
And who gave you the amazing name of Hot Dish?
I do believe it was you.
And why did I give it to you?
Because I told you to put in a name.
And not tell you what it is.
Yes.
Do you regret it?
No, it was fun.
Have you allowed me to do it since?
I think no.
Nope. Nope, very much nope. It's always just been you coming up with your names now.
I had to find a picture of Starlight that I actually liked for her to sign, and I remember finding one in the vendor hall of Starlight taking a shower. In hindsight, maybe not the best one. It's a good picture though.
I was thinking about trying to find a way to make it very bright on that spot. Because where it impacted, I would think that it would have a little bit of a flash, but I'm not seeing anything. I think the blurring might be enough. I really want to see if I can figure out some way to do Let's see if I loaded a model. No, I have not. I'll see if I can do like a water droplet type things, but it just gets really hard on these like rounded surfaces, and as soon as you start putting it everywhere, you start having to put it everywhere. And so like if I make water on the surfaces, I would have to also do water on her, and I've tried so many things and I can never figure out a good thing for that. I do want to do a little bit of lighting here right on the edge of this, because it is, if there was water on this and that is reflecting, this would be much brighter on the very rim, and so I kind of want to do at least that. So we're going to do that quick. Actually, I'm going to let's just grab my the background lighting. Yeah, let's make it too light.
Here's hoping they bring all the voice actors back.
We haven't even figured out what they're talking about, and you're like, I don't want to be like disappointed if this is all just like fabricated, but I'm also going to give my wish list.
Look, I need to get it right. I need horse to be big again. I need to be the thing everybody's talking about. I need people to watch horse and go, holy crap. I shit myself 3 times watching that. It was so good.
Why are you not emptying your bowels before sitting down to watch horses? Why are you like, wow, I really need to take a shit, but I really want to watch this horse thing?
Let's turn away from the horse.
So I'm just going to sit for a half hour and clench and then blame it on the horse.
Yes. So good. Can't stop watching horse. Thank you, Sir Edward.
I built a toilet in the recliner just for horse.
It's a good quote.
And since when is the quality of a show dependent on the amount of pants you soil?
I mean, if it's a really good show, you don't want to stop watching, so you shit yourself. Can't be pulled away. Is there a picture of Coco's butt on the internet? I don't know. Don't tell me. A lot of it's going to come down to whether or not it's good on the animation. And that is kind of where they fumbled the ball on G5 a lot. Not a lot. The movie did good. And when I say animation, I don't necessarily mean the quality of the animation, but what they're doing in the animation. How they interact with each other.
You mean smooches?
They basically need to be draped over top of each other at all times, yes. G4 did it. Nolan can confirm, or Sir Edward, I think I can watch some G4 and was like, yeah, they kind of are all over each other. Like, all the time. I think that's part of the appeal. So many good chances for screenshots and screen caps and whatnot. Sir Edward, you're either lying or you're a fool. Stop watching this stream and go watch Pony. You literally have 8 seasons of content which exist as pure joy. Like, basically it's drugs. Go do drugs in horse form.
You mean ketamine?
Yes. It's pretty much that.
Michael says to go do ketamine, kids.
If I could wipe my brain and just watch Horse from the beginning to the end all over again for the first time, I wouldn't come out of my room for a while, that's for sure.
Lewd.
Just being there watching Horse. I think when I first discovered Horse, I just binged the first 3 seasons within the 2 weeks. It's like I'd get home from work and sit down, and it would just be watch Horse until I go to bed. With the biggest smile on my face.
The biggest.
The biggest I could muster.
Why was there mustard?
Should always be mustard.
Okay.
Mustard's delicious.
Sure.
Give that show his shits and giggles. I always struggle to actually describe the show to somebody. It's like, is it funny? Well, it's like, it just, why does it make you smile? And it's like, it just does.
It tickles my funny bone.
I wouldn't even say it's necessarily ever funny. It's just so ridiculously joyful. I watched the G5 movie at the dentist's office. Wasn't enough time to finish it though.
How long were you at the dentist? Jeez.
I think I finished it in a discard watch party.
I went and saw it live. Oh, I mean, movie theater. I don't know if that's quite. I don't know if that's quite live.
The
but
G5 movie we watched in somebody's apartment together. Can't remember. Might have been like Denise's old apartment. I can't remember.
Denise's old apartment is my old apartment.
Right. Where did we go watch the G5 movie together?
I think we went across the street. No, we went.
It was on Netflix, so we didn't go to a movie theater.
Yeah. Well, no, I was thinking G5. For G5, we actually we went and saw it as a group.
We did.
But then we also went and back to the when we were at the old apartment and saw it again across the street. We saw it we went back a second time because it was back in theaters there or something, and so we ended up going a second time.
It's pretty cool.
I remembered about that.
No, he's very hyper fixated on the "It's Gonna Be My Day" song from G5 for a while.
It was a good song, and I like having a song with a strong beat that's pretty consistent throughout the whole thing for working on stuff, and so I use it as a work song for a while. Yeah.
Kyle did swear in front of a bunch of kids for the G4 movie. Yes, he did do that after telling everybody don't do that. He's the one who did it.
Hilarious.
We'll never let it down.
Oh no.
Because it echoed across the room. That was the best part. Jay was like on the other side of the theater, like towards the front. And even he heard him. So everybody was like stark quiet because it was the scene where the Storm King just literally bit the dust.
Yeah, it got
Became the
melted.
dust. And then it was super quiet, and then you just hear, "Oh shit!" Oh, beautiful. I like John recently. I asked him if he was ever gonna get his wife Shauna to watch it. He's like, we have to have kids first, and then I can use them as an excuse. It's like, fair enough. Though Centaur World, he tried to get her to watch.
That one I thought would have been still fine.
Yeah.
It definitely looks very kid centric, but it's not.
It's also like the showrunner's Megan McCarthy, so it's the same showrunner for both series. Still gotta try to check out that new show she's working on. I haven't heard much about it, and I think it's already out, so that doesn't bode well. But who knows? Gonna be my day.
My favorite part about that song was my rants into because they had a release of the song that came out that was like separate from the video, but the way they bounced and everything was just way out of whack. I didn't like it as much. The one from the movie was better, and because of that I saw the movie bit a lot more, and I was like, all the inconsistencies in there where the entire song takes place on one road that they just keep repeating, going up and down the same road.
Maritime Bay is not that big. Maritime Bay isn't that big.
Yeah, but they're trying to make it look like they're going everywhere, but they just did one road, and they have her go back and forth on the same road. And there's little key things you can see that are very much say that she's on the same road, and that's what's funny. As I just kept pointing, I'm like, now she's back here, but why she's back at the beginning, and just going back and forth, left and right, over and over and over again.
She goes back and forth down that road the whole time. He's skating, delivering smoothies.
Oh, there's so many lights here. But I consider this pretty important to get these lights on these posts done right.
I like that in the movie. She had a boss. She didn't own the smoothie stand. She worked at the smoothie stand. And you see him jump into the ocean during when the unicorn attacks, and then you never see him again. Implying he died, and then Sunny just like, it's my stand now. Sometimes I think the people who make the show don't always watch it.
I think that's what we have to do with businesses going forward.
If your boss dies, the business just goes to you.
Yeah. If they disappear and you have the keys.
It makes sense. I still have the keys to my old job.
I thought you were going to put those in a letter.
I was, but I never did yet. I'm getting around to it. I have very little incentive.
Do they know?
Yeah. It's been mentioned to me.
I mean, they can always just change the locks if they have a problem. You actually have no real obligation to bring it back.
No, I don't.
You got crushed.
Some party sitting at the table and hearing the Doppler effect of Sunny singing as she keeps going back and forth. No, that's like if you watch the movie, she's just getting up and down that road. It's the main road in town, and the town's not big.
The town is small. For how many people are in like they imply that all of the unicorns, not unicorns, all of the earth ponies for like everywhere live there, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is not big enough.
Like there are some who live on the outskirts of Maritime Bay, like Hitch's grandmother lives in a farm, like a little out of the town. But you know, I think there's like the rural, greater, like city area but it's more sparsely populated. There are farms and stuff.
You have to have some kind of farming community because but usually you'd have those pretty close to town.
Like Hitch's grandmother's not crazy far. She's a day's walk, I guess. But like they don't really talk about it much, but like Equestria is huge, and if you read the comics, Maritime Bay, where Maritime Bay was set up, where Zephyr Heights was set up, and where the unicorns live, the wood. I don't remember the name of where they live. Something wood, Bridalwood. Where they live are on the inside of Equestria, but on the opposite borders of Equestria. And that puts them really far away from each other, but they kind of just act like they walk there. And they do it kind of in a montage in the movie.
Montage.
And then in the series, they get the flying RV to make it more plausible for them to just travel between the three cities.
The RV is a disgrace
Yeah, it was dumb.
to humanity.
I think they wanted to continue implying that the Bridalwood, Zephyr Heights, and Maritime Bay were pretty far away from each other, but they wanted them bouncing between the three. Like, the journey they went on to get from Maritime Bay to Zephyr Heights and the Bridalwood, that was probably a week's, if not more, journey. Maybe a month to each location. They did not live in close proximity to each other. Then after the RV gets destroyed, they have the trees kind of acting as portals between the three cities. And they did crash and burn the RV.
Good.
Yeah, before the show ended, they got rid of it. Knew it was dumb.
Well, the RV was I'm going to guess the writers and the showrunners didn't want it either. But then they're like, well, we need to make some kind of toy.
Yeah. Well, I'm fine with the RV. It's shitty how they got to it. That's what I hated.
I would say both, yes, but yeah.
Like, the entire premise of Zip in the movie was that she was trying to understand flight to help her people fly. Like, she had entire mathematical equations on the board. She was trying to figure it out. She was implied to be very intelligent. At the end of the film, they had a factory, a fully built factory capable of building a giant death robot in a week in the town that was now just sitting idle. How did the writers not think to just have Zip design a plane or something that then the factory built?
How much do you want to bet that the writers didn't have a choice? Because it's still not them making the choice and everything.
Yeah, but you could end up with the same result, the same toy. Like, just to have them, like, the magic lamp touch the shitty trolley I stapled wings to. Good job, Zip. Good job on all that aeronautic engineering that you were doing. You stapled doors to a trolley, and then you tapped it with the lamp, and the lamp made the RV. That isn't just lazy writing, because all the pieces were there. They didn't have to write, they just had to fill in a few blanks. It's bad writing.
I don't think in general that a lot of that is the writers doing things. It's the writers do things and then it's set to other approvals. Or they said, you have to write this, but this and this and this need to happen in it. And it could be that higher ups were like, yeah, well, we want somebody to be like a detective. And they're like, oh, God.
Well, Hitch, what was Hitch doing?
No, because they probably didn't like him being a police officer, maybe going forward.
But he was still a police officer. He just wasn't a good one.
Yeah, but I think it was around the time that like police weren't really in a good light.
Yeah. So all of human history.
No, like, okay, that, but especially at the time.
Yes.
Because we were kind of at the center of it.
Yeah, we were. It's just like they had everything in place to create a reasonable scenario in which they could have built that RV, and then they just had it Deus Ex Machina. It's basically like having all the pieces laid out for the Ghostbusters to defeat Gozer at the end of the movie, only for them to be like, oh, good thing we just found this ancient relic, beat it. It's like, what about all those proton packs you built? What about all that stuff you did about catching ghosts? Didn't that mean nothing? We just went, Boom. I found a cool coin, and that did it.
Yeah.
No,
This is more like
bad.
More like they're gonna crash.
It's a horrible plot. If G5 committed one great sin for me, it was that Zip should have never been a detective. Her entire thing in the movie was that she was just wanting to help her people. And that she was very smart and was like working on engineering.
Probably still gonna crash, but
I think the only one who really kept doing what they were doing from the movie was Pip, maybe? I mean, Sonny kept the smoothie thing going, I guess.
so I want to test this. It's a problem I'm seeing with this texture. I don't know what game this was in.
Sunset, I just never liked that. That's standard writing for a kid's show because it's not children writing it. They're adults who should have some pride in their work.
Define this. This texture is not repeating, or is repeating it. I don't want it repeating. It's not great texture, but I want to use it as a test. And it actually kind of work.
Not only adults, but adults who probably went to writing school.
Ken, Emmy Larson was not proud of some of the episodes he made because he was forced to do certain
I
things.
think Emmy Larson was actually the only one of the writers who didn't go to school for writing, which he started writing right out of high school. He was just really good at it.
You don't have to go to school for anything. You can literally go to do no school and be perfectly fine. The problem is that's the getting your door thing.
Yeah, his getting the door thing was fast.
It gives you it gives you structure, but you can learn everything that school gives you on your own. It just might take you more work, and also nobody will, depending on what it is, not really believe you unless they have a piece of paper in your hand and be like, I did this.
Right. You need that piece of paper to prove that you better than some.
Like most jobs just say 4-year degree, and I got 4-year degree and that helped me with getting my job, but I didn't really need it. I don't remember what the hell I did in school. Everything I learned regarding anything, almost in every way, was from my own self-taught everything. I learned how to do a lot of programming on my own. I learned how to do web development, all that. None of it was from school. Hasbro stockholders meeting. We recall they stated that My Little Pony G5 would follow their brand blueprint, which made it children specific rather than the all ages of G4. Well, it didn't go really well.
No, well, their the funding cut killed G5.
You build up an identity, and very quickly afterwards, you took that identity and tried to change it, but people aren't going to like that. You had an identity, and now you took it away and changed it and modified it,
which was kind of always a thing before G4, but G4 I feel like rewrote it a little bit, if that wasn't blatantly obvious.
Clamp.
Everybody
clamp.
except Hasbro.
If this is the texture, then it should have fixed the infinite issue, because right now it's going to basically kind of stretch out forever in all directions. Did I go over the little materials? I swear I did.
See, I'm like Derby Buru. I don't think the general vibe is that they're really even paying attention to it, except people making some of their own versions of that art style, but Applejack and Rarity. They're like, where's my Applejack? Where's my Rarity?
User mod effects.
If G6 doesn't have Applejack, we might as well just forget ever hearing about anything but Applejack.
Materials effects. Yeah, normally all I would need to do for that is just clamp it. I mean, I can go do it the other way, but that's the easy way. Just make it an uber light, but then you kind of restrict some other stuff too. Okay, I want to. Let's just put like. I need to keep this about as straight up and down. Actually, this one doesn't really matter if it's straight up and down. We're just gonna go like this.
So what is that, like bird shit?
Yes, she's got very iridescent shit.
Well, when you're fighting a storm, you can't stop to use the toilet. And same as if you're like watching My Little Pony. Well, she said basically they gave her My Little Pony, and then they stopped caring. They're like, she's making some pony content, that's fine. We're over here doing other stuff. And then it blew up after the first season, and they turned their heads and started putting their fingers in it. That's how she describes it anyways.
Don't put your fingers in the pony.
Yeah. It had to be pretty shitty to be like, we don't care. Oh shit, you actually made something amazing and it's making us tons of money. Now we care, so we're gonna fuck with it. Oh, what, you're leaving because we destroyed your vision? Oh well.
Negatives need to increase the color of the thing you're trying to modify. And I said this before too. If you ever need to decrease all three of your colors, you're doing it wrong. Well, one color should always be maximum. No, because if you're decreasing all three, you're actually decreasing brightness separate from brightness, and you should just decrease brightness with brightness. So one should always be max, and then you play with it from there. So this would be. But generally, if you want, when you're doing negative light, since everything's negative, it's about whatever color it is, increase that amount. So if it's blue and you're trying to get rid of the blue, you have to increase the blue because it's inverted. There, now that looks closer to black. And then if I go to this one's yellow. I don't want it yellow. Now I'm to the regular bit where I decrease the blue. Oh no, it's yellow, not blue. So yes, I want to. It's technically increase the blue. It's kind of yellow still. Yeah, that's pretty white. I do want it to be kind of blue, but it's from yellow. That's going to be kind of tough. That should be fine. Okay, so we do that, and then we do our negative, and then we
had to catch up on Derpy just a little bit.
And we just shift it.
It's just a child Derpy. Like Foofy Derpy. I did see Derpy DJ.
Okay. This gives it a fa three-dimensional effect, because it's now you did light and dark, and in the middle it's somewhere in between, so it basically makes a fake bump map. Sometimes gets a little bit difficult. I need to figure out what's causing that little light.
Well, they were hands off because they didn't really care. They gave her My Little Pony.
I'm kind of okay with that.
You have to keep in mind, Lauren Faust had never run her own show before that. It was always her husband who ran the shows, and she just like co-helped. I'm sure it had an official position. But My Little Pony was her first time running a show herself. So Hasbro gave to, in their mind, My Little Pony a show that hadn't really made money in a long while. They gave her a small budget. She brought on her own group of people. They didn't really bring anybody on for her. She made a show that they didn't expect to do anything other than what G 3.5 did. They thought they were just going to get another.
It was going to be enough to make like a 7 or 8% profit on an IP that they own.
Yeah.
Something to like
sell some toys.
Yeah,
maybe.
Just to sell some toys. They own the IP, so fuck it, let's just do it type thing.
Like, keep in mind, she said she was doing it in Flash because that's probably what they could afford. And they had previously
purchased. And I bet you it's also what she knew.
Yeah. But they had used Flash previously for G3.5, the really crappy one with the baby Scootaloo. It's terrifying. That was Flash. So she says, "Oh, we're using Flash," and they're like, "Okay, that's in budget. We expect the same thing." They did not get the same thing, and they got very excited, and they shit themselves 3 times. Every time.
Okay, so I'm kind of okay with how that's looking in the distance for just adding some like water on the deck. We'll have to add that a couple times. So I just want to put some closer. Put like here. I just don't want any like. I mean, I guess I could put some on the banister. Let's look on the banister.
Everywhere.
Let's go to the ground first, but then I want to check it on the banister. Because where that light's really bright, it's going to kind of offset it. And it's not going to be visible.
It's very much my opinion that everything comes out better if you leave it to the people who know what they're doing. But all too often the people who don't know what they're doing, the ones who like are generally in charge.
Yeah, that looks much better actually.
They want to get involved, and when they get involved, it ruins things. Leave art to the artists. But a guy who has like all of his money into it, and it is his job to be involved, even though he doesn't understand it.
You say leave art to the artists, but then AI.
I'm commissioning art.
I know, but like, leave art to the artists, but people will are really in the end about maximizing profit, and so when tools exist to screw over an artist or to screw over anybody that is part of something like that, they're going to do it.
An artist can use AI tools to like accentuate their art. I don't think there's like, I don't know that Pony could have existed if everybody was still doing pen and paper to make art.
Yeah, but
like computer assistants is just.
But but it is the idea is to take away work from the artists.
Yes.
Still too, because labor is money. Can I even see behind her? Not really. I'm not too worried on that. But the banister here.
I mean, Flash was cheap way to animate. It had been around since the days of Newgrounds. What My Little Pony did by the end of G4 is they milked the most out of Flash. They got some pretty impressive stuff. That program to do some amazing things. I still don't know. Like, they started doing shading after season 4, like really impressive shading. And I still don't know how they did it.
Time and effort.
Like, just a better understanding of the software than I have.
Well, we know you're a aficionado.
I've used it. I know how it works.
I don't like that they kind of like, there's no real way to put droplets here because it's light, and that light's going to just like completely eliminate it. I can try, but I'd have to probably brighten it.
Well, to be fair, Sunset, Lauren didn't go to Hasbro to ask to do My Little Pony. She went to Hasbro to do another show that she had been working on. And they told her no. But then they said, what do you think you can do with this? And they showed her old My Little Pony stuff.
And she was an old fan of it.
Yeah. And she was like, she kind of did My Little Pony a little bit, I think, because she was trying to get her foot in the door with Hasbro to do another thing. Which was essentially like, it looked a lot like Powerpuff Girls. Shouldn't be all that surprising.
She should have done Super Kitties.
What the hell Larson went to for a bit. I still remember watching Super Kitties and just like not even knowing who wrote the episode, just like recognizing some of the story beats and the pacing, and just like some of the dialogue and being like, this feels familiar, and then me going online to look it up, and sure enough, it's Amy Keating Rogers, who wrote the episode.
So yeah, if I use this same method over here, essentially it'll just kind of look like this. There's a certain angle where bump maps kind of break down, and this is kind of within that range that I don't think is going to be worthwhile.
Yes, that was the name of it, Sunset Galaxy Girls. I still don't think she's got that show made. She's kind of had a bit of a reputation for herself as being difficult to work with.
Oh, I missed it on the ground. I would say anybody that would be considered in general a visionary, like somebody that defines stuff like a genre or is well known for doing something like she does, having a style, you're going to probably be hard to work with because you have your way of doing things and don't touch it. This is the way it's going to be.
Mm-hmm. Which I can respect. That's like caring about your craft. She kind of got, I think she finally got what she wanted with DC Supergirls. She got a lot more creative liberty with that one. And she did that for a while.
Okay, these frame renders are going to take forever. And it's not much on here, but all it was really about adding some kind of depth to the West bag. And actually, like, should I keep this empty or should I put something back there, like a crate or a barrel?
In this storm, it'd fall off.
Well, they tie things down.
Well, no, not. Yes, they would put it below deck, so it wouldn't be on the deck in a storm.
Yeah, but they need to keep it there for aesthetics.
It's like, Captain, we should move the cargo below decks. No, it's pretty.
Yeah, that's how this works.
I like it there.
Pirates, very not well known. They love aesthetics.
They love.
I mean, look at this art.
Yes.
Actually, I was watching a thing where they were talking about like pirate flags like this, and they're like, did they use flags like this? Kinda, but you weren't going to see it at a distance. They would use fake flags to get people close, and then when they got close, they would swap to the flag and be like, all right, how do you want to do this? And they're like, we don't get paid enough, just take our shit. Okay. And if that didn't happen,
cargo,
the person being paid the absolute most on that boat was the guy that was the captain, and they would just overthrow the captain and say, take all the shit now. So like they said, most pirates didn't really fight because it wasn't worth it. They would just scare the shit out of you because it wasn't worth an attempt to fight.
This box of Mickey Mouse hats is not worth my life.
Well, it was like 80% of the whole money made of the ship would go to one person.
Yeah.
Where on a pirate ship, it was all split evenly. So it was like the idea being
a pirate.
Like you were inviting people to overthrow you.
The only ships that would actually probably defend themselves against a pirate ship would be a military vessel, and a pirate would be.
But a pirate wouldn't.
Pretty freaking stupid.
You'd have. You would know that if you were doing that though, and then apparently a lot of pirate ships would put like fake cannons on the side of their ship. Like they would put down They would either put down fabric to hide cannons, or they would put down fabric that looked like cannons from a distance because nobody could see that far in detail, just to scare people and be like, "Oh my God, look how many cannons there are!" And it was just a supply vessel that didn't have any cannons, but it was just to try to prevent people. Like, that's how real warfare is. Warfare isn't about have big cannon go and shoot the big thing. It's subterfuge and all these other things about trying to find new ways around. Because
there are a lot of
any combat is going to meaning loss of people. It's not, none of it's ever worth it. So it's about how can you prevent the combat, and like it's by being sneaky or trying to make it look like you're not worth anything, or making it look like you're too dangerous. And
I'd say that's true for like some stuff, but like open warfare are very different.
okay.
I don't know about that, Sunset. Chef at McDonald's. Let's see. I mean, Laura Faust went to them. Anyway, Chef at McDonald's. First off, why did it want a chef? Like somebody who went to culinary school to go to work at McDonald's.
Yeah,
would say,
they're not called chefs.
like, okay, we must make these sandwiches to perfection. And then the manager's like, just press the button. The timer gets set. It's like, no, we have to cook these to medium. This machine is cooking them to rare. It's ruining them. It's like, don't want anybody getting sick.
Do you
Press the button.
Do you think, in all honesty, that it is possible
Those thin patties
to cook 10-1 and anything other than well done?
No, they're too thin.
There's nothing in it. And and I don't even think you can do any of the others because I'm pretty sure they're all pre-cooked in some way.
No, they're not. They're not.
Could you make a quarter pounder with a red center?
Yeah. A quarter pounder, sure.
I think
Not
they're
standard
thicker,
patties.
but there's too fatty.
They're about the same as the pucks you get from Walmart.
I'm actually kind of
I mean, they're not going to find one
bad.
from a McDonald's that's made, because they do use machines to cook them. If you ever bought a burger at a McDonald's and thought this is underdone, no, it wasn't. It's impossible.
I'm curious what their percentage is at McDonald's.
What do you mean?
Burgers made 100% pure beef with no fillers. Yeah, I know that,
Yeah.
but it's the fat. 20%. Okay, which is
Pretty high.
no, actually, for a good burger, 15 to 20% fat is the sweet spot.
Yeah.
If you go leaner than that, you start losing out on the fat flavor, and I don't really think you can get higher than that. So they are
get higher just by packing fat into it.
Yeah, but like, burgers themselves actually do work better having around 15 to 20% fat. I've watched a lot of stuff on that, and lean burgers can be fine for some people, but if you want a good juicy burger, yeah, you need a certain amount. Yeah, I'm not really feeling this, because once this like processes, it just looks like dirt. This at least kind of still feels like something. This just feels like nothing. I don't like that. That's where like you'd actually have to, this is where SFM no matter what isn't going to do very well, because you either have to model it or you'd have to use some kind of a simulator to add water to things. Probably a simulator, and I'm just rain and water and all that is just not an easy thing for this software to handle from a all-in perspective, and by that I mean like from everything, like the rain, the water on a surface, the water coming down, how different textures when you interact with those things, especially when you're trying to maintain a cartoony feel. So I think, other than potentially playing with some of these textures to just increase the sharpness of the lighting, I don't know if there's really too much more I could do here. The one thing I wish I could do is like her earrings here. Actually, they might. Ooh, let me check here. Something like that would sometimes be separated. It is. Okay. So if that's gold armor, metal, it would have a different reflectivity.
Is it metal?
Well, it's called gold armor, but I'm going to assume if this is armor and she's captain, that is probably a metal top.
It doesn't look like metal. It looks like it's made from.
Oh,
like,
that is a corset, yeah. So maybe not that, but those.
Her shoulder pads look like they're made from like leather or something. She doesn't look like she's wearing any metal.
I'm thinking
a ring in her ear.
the gold armor I'm going to make shinier, but I'm not going to make it metal shiny.
Her outfit is awesome.
She's like one of the coolest characters from the movie.
Like that
I love
outfit
her.
is like 10 out of 10 on the outfit design on that character. She's such a badass, but she's also got like a feminine like sensibility in her wardrobe.
Damn. Okay, so if I want to make the ring shiny, I have to make this shiny too. They decided to
sexy.
put it in the same thing. So, wow.
Not that that's what I'm into. I'm just pointing out that
Just, all right, going for birds.
Her outfit is very cool.
You know what you should do?
I already got.
Wait, you already went and got a different beer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you went and did something.
I got another one over here.
Well, you don't really go like, hey, you want another drink? I don't know.
Oh, you weren't done with your drink.
Okay, give me another drink. Yeah, I want another one of these.
Whiskey go.
Yeah, but I don't have any.
There's a root beer.
I don't.
Cold. There's a cold root beer in the fridge down here, caffeine free.
Is it booze?
And me.
No. Grab. There's Maker's Mark over there. Just use Maker's Mark.
What soda?
Oh, I have Coke.
Oh, I thought you were saying you're out of Coke.
No, I'm not out of Coke. I'm out of my whiskey.
Blackberry whiskey.
Sure, I'll try it now because I don't have anything else. Maker's Mark is fine.
Maker's Mark is.
No, I think it's fine. It's just I'm not gonna normally buy it. It's just because Jay didn't want to bring it home. This is materials, muscles, VNMLP, Solano. Her armor's separate? That's Celestia armor. They're my brain read that wrong. All right, gold armor. Okay. So for this, we're going to up this to a good, like, let's say 80, and then let's put this like 75. We'll take, that's probably too high. Let's do that first and see what it does, and then we'll play with the other ones. That might crash it, just because I had that other library open, and I'm surprised I didn't crash it then. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, so that did sharpen it. You can definitely tell here. If anything, it might have sharpened it a little bit too much. But that, what I can probably do is that backlight, I did like a blue. Yeah, I can probably just get rid of the bluishness from it. Go to like that. And then just decrease the brightness a little bit. Technically, it should be closer to like that. I was just doing it because I like the nice, strong, like back rim lighting. I probably still will do. Let's actually do like a little bit of it right now. This is her other rim light. Yeah. We're just gonna grab this. We're going to shine this pretty much just towards her head area. And I just want a little bit of a back something. Essentially just that. Make sure I'm not Yeah, just essentially that, because it's giving a little bit more light here, and it's just causing a little bit of that like nice sharp edging right there, which it gives her a nice framing, puts her into the shot a little bit more, and it just has a nice lighting. Because anything coming from here is probably going to hit that little edge a little bit or something, and I think it looks a lot better. So that is. I need to cut it off a little bit though, because it is hitting the wheel again. Thank you. Yeah, that works fine. Because my implication here is that some of this light is going to hit here, but the wheel, she's in the way. So then I can kind of get in the way with that. I made a meatloaf from Patty's one night. Hamburger steak with flame broiled onions. Ooh. When I worked at Burger King, the night manager would ask me to make her dinner and would use the ingredients to make actual meals like chicken steak with white gravy and a side of loaded mashed potatoes. We used to make, it was a beefy barbecue wrap, where we'd take a wrap and we throw it on the grill to get it kind of crispy, and then you take a quarter pounder patty, throw it on there until it gets a little loose, and you chop it up and you'd add barbecue sauce and cheese and kind of like mix it all up, toss it in the wrap, and then like dip it with like ranch and stuff. We used to do that sometimes, but the problem with that is 80-20, but I feel like it's a little extra fatty sometimes. It makes for a very greasy wrap. So you usually try to drain a little bit first. 80-20 I don't think is good if you need to chop up the beef. Then I'll usually do a higher leanness. Okay, so we did that. Her eye is fine, but what if I did a little bit more from like this direction?
I keep being tempted to post a horse in their Uma chat, but if I post horse in their Uma chat, then they're gonna be like, "Ooh, now we can post Uma in your horse chat." I can't have that. I have to refrain from touching their Uma chat.
They have an Uma chat?
Yeah, they have an Uma chat now. They post high school girls in it all day. Scantily clad ones occasionally. That's the internet. It really doesn't surprise me that they're that into it. Adam's always been into anime. Jay's always been into anime. Giz, not so much, but
okay, I have extra shadows to use. If I use the shadow on that one, it gets through, because I was like, there's something weird lighting in the eye going on there. I don't like it. Okay, that solved that.
My like of anime is pretty much just anything that was on Toonami in the late 90s. Who here is the Outlaw Star fans? No. It was kind of meh, to be honest, up until like the very end, and then it was pretty good. I even like that Final Fantasy series when it showed on Toonami one time, where the guy just slowly loaded bullets into his gun, describing each one every time as he did so.
Final Fantasy Unlimited.
Yeah. I was like, oh boy, a Final Fantasy series.
It was.
I watched it and I was like, wow.
If you look at what, in the most basic sense, defines a Final Fantasy, it hits the mark. but not any of the marks anybody cared about. None of the characters or none of the really enemies fit with anything that you would have seen from it. It did crystals, it did godly summons, it did those marks, and really crystals in the summons are the big things Final Fantasy is about. But everything about it other than that didn't really fit. It was fun.
It was like the big bad would show up. The guy would basically monologue about his bullets.
It was cool.
10 minutes, and then you would get a cool summon from Final Fantasy. And then that fight would be over because the summon dealt with it.
No, there was like sometimes when it started like went wrong a few times, because that's the idea is you build up something as being like ungodly powerful, but then you show with that it can also be a very big downside when it goes wrong, and that's kind of what happened.
I liked Outlaw Star for the world it built, but I think other people like Outlaw Star was good. It was just like it did everything that Cowboy Bebop did better.
It's gonna be way too
So, and they were both airing about the same time. So. Outlaw Star was very much in Cowboy Bebop's shadow.
That's a little too much. But now it shows me the direction. So let's go to 6. It's like 3 times as much instead of 1 billion. So like here, this metal wouldn't shine like that. So I like the light, but if I instead...
I'm not a pony, but I give the Bird Captain a 10 on character design. Not a box. Do you see how she's not a box? I took a chance to like rip on Bluey a little bit more.
If there was a part of her that could be a box, which part would it be?
It'd be that giant like badongadong she's back in apparently. I know
No, that's just a traditional dress.
Just the outfit, but yeah.
Why are you talking about horse booty?
That's not horse booty. That's bird booty.
Okay. Oh, thanks for clarifying.
Yeah.
Why are you talking about bird booty?
Just look at it. It's like, I know it's the dress, but still.
Yeah, because like her
like,
legs are that.
Yeah.
Like
it's just the way the dress is. She's got a normal pair of pants underneath that.
Very much. And she even got like.
Even call that? That's her big leg. I forgot she's an amputee.
Yeah, I think in 3 seconds, name the other amputee.
Kerfuffle.
It's actually pretty close. You're like,
Kerfuffle's so cute. And she's got like a tragic backstory.
Well, okay, which is cuter? Her design or the voice actor?
Yes. Like the voice actor did adorable.
Yeah.
Character.
We were at a convention where she was at, and the funniest part about Kerfuffle's voice actor is that she didn't act. Like she is basically her voice is kind of similar to Kerfuffle's, but she's also just almost plays that character just normally. It's kind of funny. She was on a panel that I went to see because she seemed very energetic and pleasant person to be around, and I was curious, and she was a joy. She was so much fun.
I think one of the best things about her character is not in her design, in part because her design tells a story that the show doesn't necessarily tell. Yeah, she's missing a leg, which tells a story all of its own, like something tragic happened to her at some point in her life. But what emphasizes it, and in a single shot, you can just catch a glimpse under her vest, a scar across the same side she's missing the leg. Like her vest is concealing a scar.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Which they didn't need to do that. The animators, the writers, whoever decided that was going to be the case. But it says so much, and it's just, like I want to hug that horse so much to be like, it's a good horse. I'm sorry bad things happened, but you're so chipper and cheerful, and you have your dreams, and nothing's slowing you down. And it's like, Oh, that when I say there's things about My Little Pony that just make you feel good and you can't really always explain it, it's stuff like that. It's just feel good. That despite everything, she's still just living her best life, even though something horrible happened to her at some point.
May not have been horrible. Maybe
Losing legs pretty horrible.
Maybe she was told by her mother to open a pressure cooker.
That's still pretty horrible. She lost a leg in the process.
I was trying to relate it to you.
Yes, no, but I do find that related.
Michael's mother had him open a pressure cooker early.
Yeah,
so that's why I was saying.
Well, she got it worse than me.
I know, but that's why I find it.
She got the hot water. I got thrown across the room. I was holding on to the wall.
But that's why I mentioned that, because it was like it was a horrible thing that happened to you.
Yeah, and she can come here and tell us about it all over again if you ask her to.
No, usually when she's here, we want to hear about embarrassing Michael stories that
It is the embarrassing Michael stories.
No, there's got to be other ones.
More her fault. I was like 20 years old, and she's like, "My big strong son, come over here and pry this pressurized lid off." Like, okay, mom.
And then she laughed.
No, she screamed, "Take your clothes off, take your clothes off." That's one of those memories that's burned in my brain.
Yeah, usually that's a pleasant time when you hear those words.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess if they're screaming it, probably
she
not.
was screaming, "Take your clothes off," because she was receiving horrible burns all over her body, and the little clothes she was wearing was soaked in the hot water. And to her credit, her first thought in that moment was for my well-being. But she very much started stripping her clothes off and running towards the bathroom. I was basically shell-shocked on the ground because the dishwasher had been left open. I got flung backwards up and over the dishwasher door. Because I was unloading dishes at the time when she asked me to come over and help her. Yeah, no, that's one of those moments that seared itself into my brain as one of those traumatic events. But back to the pony thing. Like, characters like Kerfuffle and Derpy do inspire a lot in me. Because I see these characters that have dealt with hardship, and I've had my own moments.
What was Derpy's hardship that was provided from the show?
Her issue with her sight. Her eyes.
Does she have issues with her sight?
Yes.
She could be wall-eyed, but it doesn't mean she has a problem.
If you have that condition, it can be a little hard. Not just from the visual perspective, or depth perception, but the way people treat you is generally going to be different.
When I worked in trucking, there's a guy there that had one eye that was way off. And you can get it fixed.
It doesn't always take.
No, one of the ladies over there said she had one that was off, and when she was young, they just go in and they literally pull the tendon to recenter your eye. But it's has risk, and anything that opens up is just going to be potential other problems. So,
Yeah.
But you had a Michael takeover.
I know you have points to burn, but I'm so tired. I was really hoping. I was hoping so hard that you all forget.
I told Michael, "You ready for your Michael takeover?" And he's like,
Why are you bringing it back to this one? Maybe I want to mess with your bird.
because I don't want to accidentally saving over it.
Wow, now you're protective.
Yep.
Can't I ruin your video so you have to stay longer to fix it?
No, then I just end early.
Oh, that would be because you're upset at me. You would end early just to yell.
Yep, Michael decided we're ending it early.
Wow.
We're ending it this week.
Oof. Oh, that kind of early. Just early.
Yep, right now. Hitting the button. Bye-bye.
I'm trying to remember what I was doing. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure you remember.
No, I don't remember.
This is it. There's nothing else.
Hold on. So, chat, since we're doing this again, you gotta give me a word. I gotta start a new thing over here. A word.
Edward, I don't like that.
Buzz Lightyear?
I don't like that you have over 1 million points and that you've already done like 3 Michael takeovers. But you've had enough to do 30 something Michael takeovers. Which, considering we do what would be equivalent? It'd be.
Does it not have a buzz?
I don't think I have one, but how many weekly takeovers are there? Potentially in a month. That's 8 in a month, but that's there's 13 weeks and a quarter.
How long have you had this? And you've never used it?
No.
No, you can't just not use that. Okay, we got a butterfly outfit.
So it's 26.
I need another word. Polka dot? Burger? Bee?
And if you did it for like a
Berg.
4 months in a row.
Oh, it crashed.
Oh, because I was in, yeah, it's fine. It's actually good. I did it right away. No, I was in not the store, library.
How Steam works.
And this is
Play Monster Hunter.
right there, in the middle. The middle there. It's in the middle of all the games.
You have too much stuff.
I organize it all.
It's too much.
No, I was in my texture library, and you can only have one library open at a time. So. Oh. There's a dehydrate, Michael.
Yeah, it's yours.
No, dehydrates are yours. Barely a slurp. I mean, I still have 400,000 points. I can't burn them fast enough. You burned about 1,500, but then there's cooldowns. I wanted to see if I could come up with something that was like a
cancel.
Yeah, cancel.
So some of your Uma stuff's already been messed with.
No, they want to do an update, but I'm not updating until I'm done rendering. And I did render it, the video, but the fire particle, I have to remove one of the properties because that causes it to like scatter and randomize. So I have to fix that and then re-render it. Everything else looked okay. And I might have to redo all the audio, but at least I got
to use this butterfly outfit. This butterfly outfit's too cute. All right, we had
who's gonna be on the butterfly?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. Gotta type in bird.
We have a hydrate.
Okay, we go.
I'll go get you a water.
No, don't give me water, please. Here, I got a burger.
Why can't you drink water?
Okay, what's the next?
When was the last time you had a glass of water? That wasn't because you were taking your meds.
I was at work today. I keep a thermos of water at my job that I go to.
You know?
Unlike some people. It's the last time you went to work?
Today.
Went.
When did you go to work? Went. You were not there now.
I don't. Bees. I saw bees. Just types beer. Okay, we got a beer bottle. That's what we're gonna use for bees. All right, and what else? Polka.
The birds and the beers.
That's Pokemon. Oh, but we got a revamped. No. We're just gonna have the Pokemon card.
So Nolan, what's actually kind of funny?
I need another word.
Is I went back and I found like you'd done like Guide the Raid for like nonsense raids like the last 7 times, and I think I gave you all the points back.
This is Michael.
I was like, those aren't real raids. Here you go.
No, that's not giving me what I want. I need a word. What's Take gonna give me? Just no. Any words? Give me a word.
Key.
Okay, what we got? No.
There's monkey.
No monkey. Here, I'll get these keys. All right, I need another word. Tank.
Second one is the tank turtle.
Okay, we'll get tank turtle. Okay, I need another word. Frame. I'm figuring something out here. I'm gonna keep asking for words until it comes together. I'm to learn Faust.
There was a derpy thing there. There was the door. The top one was the door frame for the MLP, the Remembrance store.
Here's a different door. The door frame.
I don't know why
Okay.
there's 2 of them. There's the door too.
Oh, that's
big.
a big door. Okay. Mounted machine 1 billion. Oh, hold on. 1.
You didn't look up. All of them. We got to do 1 billion locusts. All one word.
It's not gonna come up with anything.
What are you gonna do with all this crap?
I don't know yet. I'm waiting for one thing to pop. Mount.
Uma.
No. Not loading Uma.
Because you're only in the user mod folder right now.
Yeah.
When you go back to your model thing and change your folder at the top.
Yeah, I'm just gonna type in what I want.
Derby?
It's a mare.
No, at the very top it says user mod. Make sure you change that mod folder. Very, very top.
Uh-huh.
Keep there. Change that to all mods. There.
Okay.
There you go, police. Let's see, already have outfit on now.
Yeah, let's go mare. Mare. Cool mare.
You were looking for mare.
I got mare. What happens when a dying becomes mayor? Do they just not allow that because you can't call them the mayor?
No,
mayor?
Hot Rod, it's a week from Friday. The very last day of the month.
Don't talk to him about the end of the stream. It makes him remember. I'm not gonna just forget.
Yeah. It's middle of August. I'm like, damn it.
I forgot I was supposed to stop. Yeah, she needs her throne because she's the mayor.
Well, technically, there's only like 3.5 streams left.
Stop it.
Well, 4.5 because we have still the Sunday too.
And she needs her cute little butterfly wings because they're hers now. Put those on there, yes. Jeez, oh no.
Why is it coming out of her butt?
I don't know.
You zeroed it.
Yeah.
So go.
I'm fixing it.
Yeah, go to the wings, select both of those, and default.
Look at her. Whoosh.
All the way. Yeah, try to do it once more. Because you didn't get it all the way. There we go.
Okay, now she's cool.
She wasn't before?
She was cool before.
See, I think she's more your style because she's got to be at least like 50 something.
She's middle aged.
Yeah, 50. 50 is middle age.
Yeah, she's coolie. Mare is still pretty hot for her age, for a horse.
Is Granny Smith?
No.
No?
I mean,
You're not into it?
she's cute.
She got a big bonk. Got a big old badonk.
Okay, she gotta sit on her throne.
And she's really lonely.
She is.
Did you ever talk about who her father or like who her husband is? Or...
They never talk about her husband. They talk about her dad sometimes.
Yeah, because she had to be with somebody. Was it just some vagrant?
It's
that
kinda-
just like they had a fling and
It's kind of implied he died when Bright Mac was very young.
in the shitter?
Probably in the shitter.
Is it just how the family just all goes?
That's how Earth ponies go.
Shitter?
No, they just die young.
I think that is because earth ponies can't poop. And just over time, they eventually just build up too much and they explode. And that's how they fertilize the ground.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, so you can hear out in the fields every few days, it's boom. And you're like, Jessidiah. He was getting up there in age. And that corn was looking a little rough. It should be fine now.
Boom. Now I noticed that in like if you pay attention to G5, so many of their parents are dead. Like Sprout has his mom, but Sonny's parents are dead. Zip and Pip's father's dead. Izzy was a orphan, though they don't talk about it a lot. She grew up in an orphanage in the Bridalwood. She has no parents. Hitch just has his grandmother left. Like, not a lot of living parents.
Because they don't want less characters. Like the main show has quite a few. Like the G4.
G4, yeah, they had a lot. Most of their parents. Applejack was the odd one out.
Was Applejack the only one that didn't have? Applejack's the only one that didn't have a parent, and she just didn't have both.
Yeah.
All the other ones had both parents shown.
Both their parents, yeah. The only one that's kind of implied of not the main six, but you meet their mother and father, is Starlight and Sunburst. It's implied that one of their parents is gone.
fast reader. Apple Jam is a laxative, but Granny Miss is still alive.
Hmm?
Well, you can see that she's definitely building up in the back. It's adding up.
Where did that arrow go? Holy shit! I barely touched it.
The what?
Yes.
Wait, we gotta dehydrate.
How am I supposed to drink and do this at the same time, chat? It's impossible.
Wow.
Nobody can do that.
Well, yeah, I know nobody.
Sorry, nobody
It
will.
would only require an IQ of at least 185.
No.
I'm the biggest animated genius of all time.
Did you hear how we had the best?
I can use both my hands at the same time.
Did you hear that we had the best FIFA ever four times, maybe even 5? The best FIFA. We had the best one.
FIFA is not U.S. It's an organization.
Yeah, we had the best one. 4 times. No, he did like when the soccer team. I think it was Spain who won.
Made it about himself.
You know, he went out on the field and stood in the photo with the winning team. He's just
He
there.
did that. It was at the hockey.
Well, no, that was.
There's a different thing he did that with.
He does stuff like that a lot, but
Yeah, it was up on some stage. He did the same thing where he just kind of tried to get himself involved at the picture for things.
he very much likes to be in places he doesn't belong. The left front leg. Oh, there we are. Back leg. Very tired. You guys have done this to me.
I'm tired.
How am I tired?
I'm not tired.
I worked.
I was at work all day today too.
You were here.
I beat you home by minutes. I was running home because I needed to try to get in the garage before you did.
I know. Her leg shouldn't bend that way, but it's fine. She needs her turtle. Took her from
Give
her.
Mayor a gun.
No. She doesn't need one. She rolls through love.
Yeah, what time did you go to bed last night?
Midnight. I did not want to get out of bed this morning. I was so tired.
Midnight. You went to bed at midnight.
Yeah.
Really, midnight.
Midnight. I got in the bed at midnight. I'm just tired. Would you believe me? Why can't you just accept that I'm old now? And like midnight's way too late for me to be staying up. Isn't that why you're ending the stream? Because you're too old now.
Oh, it's because I want to do other things.
Sure, like take a nap at 4 p.m.
It does sound nice. Actually, no, 4 p.m.'s a little late for a nap.
Yeah. Oh, give her this turtle. Pet. She's kind of evil. Evil Mary.
Okay, let's see if I can find Michael's activity.
What? I went to bed at midnight. Don't. What are you doing?
I'm looking at my friends list to see if I can glean any information.
I just got a turtle.
There's Michael. Oh, you're like online on your phone, so it's gonna be a little off on. It does say it last played July 20th, and so I would think that you couldn't have been too late because otherwise it would have said today.
No. No, I only got back on because I was promised they were gonna fix that stallion, and it didn't happen. Nobody wanted to gender bend their stallion. Very upsetting. Nolan promised things. I brought you the shears.
Bought you.
Yes, bought me. Sorry, I didn't add an R. My brain needed it. Yeah, but then Silver said, no, stay away from my stallion. I wanted to be a stallion. And then Giz wanted to be a stallion, which is super hypocritical. Because he plays that video game, which is pretty much just 95% stallions turned into high school girls.
Yeah, but I mean, if one was a stallion, I don't think he'd be like demanding that they get their dick cut off.
He'd lose interest.
No. I think it'd be fine if they had random ones.
No, if it was just stallions.
Because then they could.
If it was just dudes.
Because then they can show that reproduction happens properly, and instead of just finding lonely stable boys.
Yes, that's what apparently it is. Like, let's be fair. Ask the same question of the people who play that Uma game. Would they play it if it was all dudes? The answer's no.
Not all dudes, but the normal Japanese thing is, like either super smart or kind of ditzy, like teenage, but also legal, like high school girl, or like totally oblivious, extra shy guy that doesn't know he's being hit on.
Yeah.
Wait, let's try this again. Put ICBM down. A intercontinental ballistic
Stop.
missile, not ice cream.
Let's try again. I'll give
Not
you this.
ice cream.
Not ice cream.
He put all the words. Intercontinental ballistic missile. No, they put all the words.
The robot head.
You're not taking all the words, Michael.
This trash can. What's this?
There's a missile right there.
Of this plant.
You had a missile on the screen.
I didn't like the missile. I don't have to.
Is it because it looks like a stallion's wonker?
A little bit.
See, so you just heard what I said. So grab the missile.
You want a stallion's wonker?
No, I want a missile.
Wonker. Nothing came. Oh, wait, I typed it wrong. Wonker. Wanker. Nope.
No, I don't do that stuff.
It's not on here.
Grab the missile, Michael.
Miss. Oh, that's a cute outfit.
It's not. It's like a Dracula outfit. She's already wearing an outfit.
She wear two outfits.
You know what's better than one pair of socks?
Two pairs of socks.
Like they got so many socks on that they're gonna walk around like the cat wearing socks.
I want a video of the mayor for you to make. And since you're gonna be so busy making videos after the stream ends, of just a mayor already wearing socks, putting on another pair of socks. Double socks.
I want to see like when they got like 30 pairs of socks on and their hooves are just giant, and you can tell that they're like getting a little blue at the top and it's cutting off circulation. And then they cut to their amputations where they got no legs. And then the mayor's just
Don't be mean.
The mayor's just kind of laying there on the ground asking for help every time.
No, why you do this? Why you make me sad? Is that what happened to Kerfuffle?
Yeah, she had she got a bad case of too much sock. And she's like, I was just trying to make Michael happy.
I gotta make it my fault. So evil. Here's cool. Her turtle. It's like, yeah, it's Turk.
The gender does not matter as long as they were also cute anime girls. So they can be male or female as long as they're cute anime girls.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the premise of it, isn't it? Most of them are stallions, but it's fine because they're also cute anime girls. So it's whatever.
Yeah, but what if they were actually male, but everything about them was exactly the same as now? But they were just, but they were said they were male. Would that be okay?
It would make for more interesting fan
That's what I'm saying.
fiction.
Like what I brought this up before. Like if MLP had exactly the same as it was now artistically, but every time they said she, they instead said he, and they replaced mare with stallion.
So the implication is they have penises.
But everything, they look identical. Nothing has changed. Voice is the same, art's the same. Nothing.
But are they the same? That's what I'm asking.
No, I'm saying like if you were to start watching, you wouldn't even know the difference.
That's fine.
So you'd be okay with that.
So long as they...
So those stallions are okay.
Sure.
So you like stallions?
No.
But
Not in
so
general.
okay, I will tell Rainbow Dash in that fictional universe that she's not good enough. She's a bad horse.
No.
No, she's a stallion.
No. It really... there's some context that's missing.
In this situation that is designed specifically to torture you.
Yes. Clearly.
Why does Tink look so sad? Wouldn't you be too?
Oh, here's
With whatever situation he's being put in?
hold on.
They're still really adamant on that nuclear bomb. Or just ICBM. You gotta get that Moab in there.
And she doesn't have any eyebrows. Hold on.
Yeah, Maple. I agree. Let's get. We need petition. Like we need to riot.
Why do you want to? Hold on. I'll get you a bomb.
No, ICBM. Bomb is just actually bomb's not even in there. It's missile with some other words. Yeah, angry bomb. The horsies are angry. Even Trixie wants it. Trixie's like, give me that bomb. She has the codes.
Where is can just okay. Can you move two things simultaneously? You can't. Two flexes.
Do you want to puppeteer it as two
Yeah.
flexes? No. You can't puppeteer two flexes at the
Okay,
same
we'll just
time.
see how this goes then.
I know I've had. I wish you could, because there is a slider for 1 and 0 that technically lets you control multiple sliders at the same time, but it doesn't let you puppeteer those two sliders at the same time.
Sure, she just wiggles her eyes there. She's like, oh, he's just like, oh, look what I can do.
I barely move it.
Yeah. Okay, you want? She's petting the turtle. She's happy.
You still got like 20 minutes.
I cannot possibly have 20 minutes.
No, you have 7 minutes
And then
plus 20 minutes.
ICBM. Nothing came up. Oh well.
You gotta look up it's a missile.
But I typed in ICBM.
See, you don't even. You probably put up IM. Was it? What did you always say? IM or IDBM. IDBM is the one you always say. You never say IMDb, right? It's always
Here.
IDBM.
Here's what you wanted.
Yeah. Is it the one I used? I don't think so.
I don't know. So
Okay.
we'll shrink this down.
Now
Too big.
give her a hammer.
Hold on, no.
So we'll go bang, bang, bang. You gotta do repairs. Or get Paint Horse, and she can paint the rocket. Just yay. Maple is happy that there's. I mean, for how much we're seeing of it, it just looks like a silo. But
I'm working on it.
the derpy. Oh, got a big derpy.
There's a big dirt.
That's the best redeem.
Okay, far more manageable. Looks like a thermos now. Okay. Cool.
Is there any other redeems I'd made and that never finished?
Memes?
Redeems.
Redeems, probably lots.
There was a little derp we did where the idea was that we were going to have a cheaper redeem that would put a little dancing derpy at the bottom, and every time you redeem it, would add more derpies up to a certain amount. But that one never finished. But that one also like took no time to put together. There was the crane redeem for bits that we never actually I rendered. Well, no, I rendered it out. Actually, I rendered it out like 2 weeks ago, maybe a little more. I just keep forgetting to go and actually like finish it. Wait, no, did I even edit it? I might even coded it. I had to double check. That one might actually be close to done. It's just never anywhere.
Which one? The Fallout one?
You missed the animated Michael and Derpy? Yeah, that's an old one. I was gonna keep it, but then we started keeping it as let's go water bottle. When it started becoming Derpy being the theme, I think we got rid of it. Oh no, or is it still there? No, I don't think it's there. I would have it. I could have it at a specific number or something. That one took me so long to make too. Like I had to like find a derpy model and then like build a really rough rig in After Effects. Do it. Well, this weekend's free. I have to render out a lot of those redeems and stuff. Like this one, I think isn't 4K 60, but I need to get a lot of the other redeems, like Cookie Derpy and Juicebox Derpy. I believe are still 30 FPS. They look a little choppier compared to these ones.
It's not working.
What'd you do to it? Why is the water bottle in the background?
Fixing it.
Is she gonna drink rocket fuel?
Something. Who knows what's in that thermos? Probably turtle soup.
Or is soup?
Turtle soup.
It's missile soup. Turtle soup?
Yeah.
All right, get in the thermos. Is that why he said?
That's where his family's at.
Mother, I smell you, mother.
Yes. So am I done?
Maybe.
He's going turtle on. What are you not doing? Doing stuff over there. Oh,
Still got a couple minutes.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the scene lined up. Where am I? Have I gone back? Did I go full circle?
No, but I like how you have these really unconventional ways to do very simple things.
Get over there. Petting her turtle that she stole.
No, she's watched him.
And then she's just like, pet the turtle, pet the turtle, pet the turtle. He's like, whoa, it's good thing I got a turtle. And then she, and then, where am I? Then from here, how do I go down? That. And she's gonna pet the turtle. And then from here, where did everything go? Where am I?
You squashed everything.
There you go.
You know, I feel like we're going to hear that phrase a lot more in the next 2 years. Where am I?
Where am I? Who are you? This isn't my beautiful house. Because I don't have one.
Well, as the days go by. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics.
It's a song.
Yeah, as the days go by.
It's amazing.
Yeah, because you're like, this isn't my beautiful house. Oh, my beautiful wife. Oh, my beautiful car. You don't remember that song?
Nope.
You know that song.
I don't know that I do.
And I'm gonna ask, and sometimes you ask yourself, oh my God, hold on.
Don't grab that turtle. Just be like, unlock turtle. Unlock turtle.
Apples, apples, apples.
And she just
Apples, apples.
throws that turtle out here.
Okay, is it this one? Yeah, this song. You don't know this song?
Never heard of that song. Doesn't really sound like music.
Come on. You don't know this song.
think I heard that song once, like 30 years ago.
It has like a very iconic beginning. A very confusing at length of the whatever. It says a negative 235 on time scale, whatever. I think it was in Guardians of the Galaxy as well.
Was it?
No, that's from like God knows how long ago.
Look at her.
That had to be an 80s thing.
She's petting the troll. She's rolling her eyes.
It looks like she's gotten like that coffee twitch in her eyes a little bit. That's what
she's
she's.
like, get out here, turtle. There she is. It's in her buffalo outfit.
What's. Okay.
That's me.
That's it.
That's it. That was 30 minutes.
Oh, beautiful. See, you guys know the song. I used to listen to it all the time.
I don't think I think I've heard it. I just have never listened to it.
It's one of the one-hit wonders from the
Here,
80s.
hold on. There we go.
You got like 20 minutes left.
I do not. Get back to work.
What are you talking about? You do better things.
Yeah, but you're the one with the horse fang.
You can never remember anything, but the one thing you can always 100% remember is how to loop your
Yeah,
animations.
because we gotta keep it going.
But like,
just gotta be like, yeah, you're turtle.
I don't know what this part is that's orange right now. Like, what's that supposed to be doing? Because I know her arm just only moves here.
Yeah.
No, you see, I fixed him.
Take your drink. Is that how much you drink when you're not animated?
Wait, I like how this moves. It's, and then it stops, and then it moves. Hey, that'll swap.
He posted the G-Man version of the song.
Michael, you
What are talking
posted
about? When?
the G-Man version of the song. I'm guessing that song, you posted a version of it that was from G-Man at some point.
From the G? You just remember this, Nolan, something from like...
You did it!
I don't remember it. I don't remember yesterday. I don't remember 10 minutes ago. It's safer.
Michael, what year is it?
1976.
It's 9 years before you were born.
It's fine.
That's some weird new level of dementia. Got horsey. Wait, I love how you loaded in like this.
Yeah, I forgot out the door. You can just delete the door.
Oh, this door is important.
She got her throne. She's mayor. Her mayor throne. I was gonna have her kind of like giving an eye, like giving the bedroom eyes, and that was gonna be the doorway she was standing in with her turtle. But you know,
There we go.
yeah, it's all framed up now.
But what about the beer
I forgot
and the
about
keys
I forgot about the key.
and the Pokemon cards and the burger?
Things like, oh no, I forgot our burger.
You loaded in all this stuff and then used like 2 of it. But at least you have the ICBM soup can.
She should have had a burger. But no, we got one ICBM. That yes, give her a burger. She needs the horse burger. Because if you've been watching Scooch Tricks,
crashed.
it's crashed. Yeah, the burger was too much.
It was way too much. Oh no, it actually did that before because you did like an override thing and it caused it to crash, and it happened the last time.
An override thing this time, but I guess
No, but if it's in that same file, it still would have that problem built up.
this is not my beautiful horse.
Do Talking Heads do anything other than that song? I mean, okay, they did other things, but was anything like even nearly as popular?
Yeah, one-hit wonder.
Let me just save it before.
No, I remember when I went to see Blue Oyster Cult in concert, and they were touring with Foghead or Foghat. And you know that song, Slow Ride, Boom Boom Boom.
Who doesn't know that one?
Yeah, that's their song. That's Foghat, And then it was like, oh, cool, Foghat. And they started off with that song. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a cool concert. And then the rest of the songs they played, I have no idea what they were. And I quickly realized Foghat was a one-hit wonder.
Well, that's where, what was it? My brain slipped. I was going to say.
See, chat?
Yeah, see, my brain went button.
This is why he has to stop. He's getting old and decrepit. I'll have to come down here and like pick up his shits.
No, I remember now. Like Metallica,
Yeah.
they made new stuff, but nobody cares about it at all.
Yeah.
Like they have concerts and they'll play the new stuff, and I think for a while they were being booed to just play their old stuff, and so they're always would push back to the Black Album and so like their old CDs.
Because that's what people are there for, yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants to listen to anything because their new stuff isn't as good.
Yeah.
And it's just or like Goo Goo Dolls is going to be having a concert coming up in a couple weeks, and I was kind of interested in going, but then I went and checked, and they've been making new albums,
Yeah.
but none of it is all that good.
I think if you're not going to play your hits, you need to make that clear before the moment you start selling tickets. You know who's really good about that is Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan just straight up says, I'm not going to be playing my old stuff. If you're coming here, you're coming to see the new stuff.
Well, and I feel like there's a mix. You want to advertise your new stuff, but like you just do a cut, like one or two of the, like maybe two or three of the new ones, but then you can go and focus on your older stuff if you're big for that stuff.
Yeah, you should back and forth. New song, old song, new song, old song, because people are there. If you tell them you're going to be playing your hits, they're going to want to hear the hits. And then when you're not playing the hits, they're just going to be disappointed. But if you do like Bob Dylan did and just be like, I'm not playing the hits. If you come here for my new stuff. And people will be like, okay, at least now we know what we're getting ourselves into. We're just getting ourselves into Bob Dylan at his current, not Bob Dylan via 1970s. Though I think at one concert he broke his rule. Everybody was very happy.
I mean, yeah,
I think he,
dude. Just again, you're saying it.
yeah, I think he played Watchtower or something.
I was gonna do a loop, but I can see right now that's gonna be really tough with how those volumetrics are set up. Which
I love Bob Dylan's rendition of that song, but I hate his harmonica playing so much.
I wanted to make this a loop, have it go somewhere and then come back and then have it go back again. But if I do that volumetric light having the noise is going to be a problem. But if I remove the noise, it's going to make things look very different. Like, where's my lightning bolt? Here it is. So this is lightning strike. Yep. If I get rid of the noise, it makes it brighter, because the noise is basically you're taking max brightness and then adding a mask over it that adds darker areas, and that mask kind of floats over it. But if you remove that mask, it just gets brighter overall, and that means that a lot of things here would be wrong.
Hi, Spike Shoe. You're having fun.
I know a way to fix that, but it'd require that I manually render a few things out separate. Or I'd have to do like an extra 60 frames of rendering, which is fine. But I wanted to see if there's a couple other like camera angles I could use here.
Gaben.
So I'm gonna grab the camera again. And if I thought about doing it. Well, actually, no, it's going to be this way. Just kind of pull that in. Oh, this is not the right time selected.
I sometimes think if I could go back to exist in one period of life, just head back there, it would be the first BronyCon that I met him at. But I think that would be weird for him.
Why?
Because I would go back in time and I'd be like, hey, you! And you would not know who I was.
No, you'd be surprised how many people actually do that, though.
No, I did kind of do that the first time. I gave you a hat, but my sister talked to you more than I did, but you don't even remember, so it's whatever.
No, I remember, like, your sister, but visually, I don't remember anything.
You were very into the fact that you had just released Remembrance.
Nope. So people think, now, looking back, Remembrance is a big thing, but in that day, it wasn't.
That's all you talked about to my sister on your laptop in the bar.
And because people were curious on the things that I made in that moment.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing that I had like available that I preloaded on stuff. I didn't know it was going to be big. I knew none of that. Like, I remember sitting at that panel, doing Remembrance, talking with people afterwards for like an hour. But then literally a couple hours after that, Anthology 5 premiered, and I think it was in the same room, but that was where we had like fire code line, like issue lines that were running across the building, and then that took up the whole rest of the day. To me, in that moment, Remembrance wasn't anything special.
That con was interesting for me because I very much stood in a 2-hour line just to see John Delancey for 30 seconds. And that was the one time I did the cosplay, and then never again was that cosplay contest. And I felt bad even to this day because my sister was like in line saving a spot for me for hours in the cosplay line so that I could go and like get autographs.
Yeah, and you'd like give your sister crap all the time, but then she's over there doing nice things for you.
I was in the cosplay contest for her. Like, I didn't care about it. Dressing up as Big Mac wasn't what I wanted to necessarily do there.
What did you want to dress as Derpy?
I just wanted to enjoy a horse. Like, if there was a firecrackers going off in my brain moment in my life, it was that. You like something, and then you go to a place where everybody also likes that thing, and that's all they want to talk about. And they don't only want to talk about it; they want to dress up as it and celebrate it.
And that's what you did.
Watch videos about it. And I also did that. I felt like I immediately, in a single moment, went from having no friends to having 10,000 friends.
I thought you were going to say too many.
No, and everybody was amazing. And there were celebrities there and talented people we could meet with. I saw my first like real celebrity in my life with my own 2 eyes when I saw John Delancey. It was it's like, wow, I went from like, hey, look, cows and corn, to holy shit, this is the world that I only ever see through a picture box in my parents' living room. I didn't think it could actually exist.
I play a little bit with the like zoom level because that should actually like really change the perspective of some of the rain. Actually, I can try to test what that would kind of look like. Let's get the rain. Can't really change the timing on that stuff.
Andrea Littman, she was the one at the last con we went to. She's a pretty big horse nerd. Some of the showcasts are just as big into the show as the fans. Andrea Littman of the main 6 is probably the biggest. Of the main 6, she's the biggest horse nerd. Tabitha is in a close second running. I think Ashley Ball was super excited about it early on, but it's kind of waned on her a little bit because she did the same thing Delancey did and put a lot of money into creating a documentary that didn't pan out as well as she'd hoped.
She still makes money going in like the different things.
Oh,
so.
Sure.
And anything like that is a financial risk, but I also think that she was expecting that Bronies would put money into it. But like I mentioned before, they're going to do what they can to get things for free. There's a small group of bronies that have a very large amount of money and like to really spend it on stuff. And then there's a very large amount that have none, and they will do whatever they can to save a dime.
Oh, I had a freaking Winnie. I for the last few years, I've seen a bus out in the parking lot, and they're just sleeping in the bus, which the hotel probably a little miffed about. You're using my parking lot as a makeshift hotel room, bro. But there's no rules against it, because it's free parking.
I should have done the focus before I did the rounding. Yeah,
It kind of feels like that's how you lose free parking at a convention, is when people are just parking buses out in the parking lot and then sleeping in them.
No, but that's when you're told to leave.
You know.
Like they can 100% say, "Hey, you're loitering. Please get a room or leave." And they are within every right to do that.
Yeah.
So you're not going to the convention or that space is going to be used to some people trying to do stuff like that, and it's up to them to take care of it. How do you get around the high? There we go.
I like that. Bones are just people sticks. It's true. I'm gonna miss the quotes. The quotes have been fun.
I'm going to save them. They're not going to go anywhere.
I'm just gonna look at them. You go to check out the quotes outside the stream? I mean, maybe
All the time.
You're weird.
Every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, stallions are cute. I remember when Michael said that.
No, it's lies and slander.
No, it was. I think we even have the date saved somewhere.
Sure, some people have memorized the quote number.
Is it? I guess here.
Man, I suddenly want to watch the My Little Pony movie again. Check out that excellent character design on that bird captain.
I've seen the movie so many freaking times.
I've seen it maybe half dozen.
I saw it in theaters 3 times.
Have you seen the My Little Pony more than me? The movie? You might have.
Yeah, because we did
I think
once with a big group, then once across the street, and I think there was a third time somewhere where it was like back around town or something.
Tempted to watch it again for my birthday, but I think people would.
It's your birthday. You do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, people groan at me, and I've seen it, and I can watch it again.
Do what you want. It's your birthday, and that is the day of the year where you can say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want."
I think the only thing I'm kind of hesitant for watching the Godzilla movie is because I know John can't attend.
You're trying to find something that's going to please everybody. Don't. On my birthday, I went and watched Speed Racer because I wanted to watch fucking Speed Racer.
You want other people to watch Speed Racer.
No, I wanted to watch it because I like Speed Racer.
You want to share that experience, and it is a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I think Mitch brought it up. I'm like, fuck yeah, we're watching that. So yeah, and he said, it's your birthday, watch what you want. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm going to do that. It's your birthday, do what you fucking want.
I just wish John was there because I know he'd enjoy it even more than I would.
Yeah, then just do what you want. Watch the Pony movie.
No, I don't want to watch the Pony movie.
You don't want to watch the Pony movie?
I don't.
Okay, you can quote that. I don't want to watch the Pony movie.
Say that, though,
Michael.
I didn't say that.
There, look at it. You want to eat John.
I want you to eat John. And that's Adam. Adam said that.
Yeah, you were adjacent.
Probably.
All right, with this, I need to find one of the rain spots that works pretty good.
I'll miss Adam coming down here screaming loudly and then dabbing. Because that's how I imagine Adam is in all scenarios. He makes a noise, dabs, and then has to crouch because he's a giant.
Oh, that goes right through the steering wheel. I don't know if I've seen Adam dab in a while.
He's getting old.
I could try. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try making more rain, but I'm gonna do it as like smaller pieces, just to make it feel like a little bit more dense, right close to her. I got a few minutes here.
Everybody's talking about the Warner Paramount merger being interrupted. I don't see how they're going to stop it if the White House got involved to make sure it happened. It'll run through the courts, but then it'll just eventually end up in a higher court. But, you know. You know what, Nolan, you're correct. We need to start adding stuff to the stream right now. It's time to update some stuff. Get it ready for the future. What the heck are you even going to do with your Tuesdays?
Whatever the fuck I want.
What you want to do is turn into jelly, lie on the floor like I do.
It's just so nice.
Yeah, if it wasn't for this stream, I'd be upstairs sleeping in my computer chair.
There you go.
Old man. That's what an old man does. Can't allow it. Gotta die on her feet.
Like an old man does?
No, old men don't die on their feet. Old men die asleep in their computer chair. No, Linsky is bad. I don't like that the quote is 369 because that's so easy to remember. 369, stand in line.
That's my favorite part about the quote, actually.
Choo choo.
Oh, they're both per camera. I was like, why are they not processing? Okay, so that is making much thinner lines, and
How does a bird have ears? It's been bothering me. I like it. It's really cool. It's kind of implying it's just piercing one of her head feathers that is pushed to the side by her hat. But pretty much looks like a bird ear. Birds don't have ears.
okay. Now, does that work better? Having a few of those little sharper lines right here. It does add a little bit more depth. My thought on doing that is whether or not I keep doing the wrong one.
I did find it cute in the episode where they're just sitting down to eat lunch and they're just eating bowls of birdseed. I like it in part because they know the horses aren't all that, like, they look at seed and be like, yeah, okay. Horses will eat giant bowls of seed, why not?
I feel like this camera angle works. The thing that kind of works about this one, though, is it really gives the rain perspective a bit more. I kind of like that more.
I think the closest we ever get to a species that regularly eats meat in the My Little Pony universe is the griffins. They eat worms. It's the furthest they get.
It works, but I think I want to.
That's one game,
I'm gonna change
Matt,
this.
that once we're no longer doing streams, it's going to be hard. But playing a satisfactory to the end as a group would be really fun.
I think it depends on how you define end, because like I went and get 100% of satisfactory, but it took me like 100 something hours.
Oh, you have finished it.
Oh yeah, I believe I 100% it.
Did you actually get the ending cinematic? Well, you got every achievement?
Yeah.
Do you need that? What's the rare one you got?
Buy the gold nut statue.
Oh, so you really like just went whole hog.
Yeah, I think to get the very last achievement, I basically had to put my entire factory into the awesome sink and then run it 2 days straight, just on its own, because of the amount of points you needed. I did the math to figure out how long it would take for it to run through to get it all. But yeah, it's I did 100% of everything. There's nothing left for me to do in that game.
Why is there a bunch of fics of Sweetie Belle falling down a well? Is this a theme thing, like a virus? I don't think so. I think they just like the idea of Sweetie Belle falling into a well. There was the episode where I think Scootaloo fell into a well, and Rainbow Dash saved them. I can't remember. Somebody fell into a well. It was the Daring Do episode. The first episode of My Little Pony where people watching were like, "Why did you write this?" I never liked the episode feeling Pinky King, but that was like at season 3.
See, I don't want to go this low because the cloud lightning bolt doesn't look so good when you go that
That was
high.
season 1. That episode felt a little heavy-handed, like they were trying to like push a message that really didn't fit to the My Little Pony universe. But it did establish Pinkie Pie's pinky sense, which was fun.
It runs so much better without the rain. Okay, and now I need to figure out the focal on this point. Okay, that should be good. And then do this there, and then focal distance again. Okay, now when I round these, it'll be fine.
Think of the group we played that game before. The only one who hasn't actually finished at the end is Kyle, but he's currently playing it. I think his intention is to finish it this time.
But yeah, I got the, because you mentioned the ending cinematic. I did get the ending cinematic.
Yeah,
I did that full thing of watching it like leave and whatever.
it's not a big spoiler.
It's really nothing compared to the rest of the game.
It doesn't. It basically just implies that the AI took a bunch of materials where you think the idea is they're taking them back to Earth to help Earth, but it is implied that they're just taking them to the next location to exploit a new region. Like, they're continuing further into the universe. And it's not about saving Earth, it's about reaching further out.
Well, I think it starts that way, but the AI eventually gets corrupted to ignore Earth and start doing other things.
Maybe.
I think that's the idea.
Yeah, he's doing its own thing. Where the humans are coming from for that, I have no idea. Earth, I guess, is probably still intact. I have no idea.
All right, then I'll have to find a time slot on here. But to do this full render out, then this is 14 seconds at 60 frames that would all have to be done manually. Well, I guess I don't need it to be at 60, but I think this is at 60. That's at 24. Okay, well, that's actually a lot easier then. It really doesn't matter because in the end, if it was going to be 60 or 24, I could just extend it and then in post just squeeze it back in and it'd be fine. But it does mean then that's like that's closer to like 300 frames. That's a lot easier than 1,000. So yeah, I'll set the book with that. But that is like a sit down and watch a show while rendering out frame by frame because this all has to be done manually to make that effect work. So
It's gonna be pretty cool though.
yeah, we'll see when I get it done. All right, but that is it for today. Michael will not be here Friday. He was like, you know what?
I'll be in the other room.
He's like, I'm leaving early. He didn't. He was like, no, I can't do it. I'm done.
Being here for the last one's gonna be a little rough. I won't be here for the whole of it because you're gonna be
I'm planning to start when I wake up.
really.
Well, yeah, my plan is
Stop to eat.
no. My plan is to go 10 to 10.
Well, how are you gonna eat?
I don't know. I'll find some. Like I'll go eat during stream.
What day is that? 31st?
Yeah.
Casey.
I have the day off, so it's like,
What is that, a Friday?
yeah. The hardest part about that is
here for most of it.
that's Friday, but we do board game meet on the first of the month, which is the next day. So technically, the next day is board game meet. I'm like, that's gonna be rough. Anyway, we did Quillo before.
Who does Michael takeovers?
Did Bouncy not long ago. We did Richard not long ago. We did actually those three we did not long ago. Let's see who's in the
horse roulette.
Yeah, pony roulette. Because it's the pony tag. That's it.
That's your following.
No. That's with following.
Do Brony.
There's like nobody on. I can try, but usually there wasn't as much with Brony.
There's a few more with Brony.
That was a pony. That's like a kitty.
Yeah, just click the one pony. You got a pony. Click
Yeah, and that's German, and that's whatever.
that one.
No, well, let's go. Other people we know. It's fine.
That was pony.
No, it's fine. Actually, we haven't Bouncy in a little while. I was playing Elden Ring. You know what Bouncy? Bouncy's dead.
Bouncy's dead. And they're just hit. You know.
Okay, we'll go to Bouncy.
There's Tiny Equine. Tiny Equine is streaming. Why do I know that name?
Look at that picture.
I'm a little concerned.
Bye bye, Spike Shoe.
Bye bye.
But yeah, we'll be back. I'll be back Friday. Figure out what to do Friday without Michael, and without like a larger scale thing. I have to figure out what to do.
I've been telling you what to do. Gotta finish it. Got so much.
I just realized I still have cookies in my backpack. Ooh, are they nice and gooey now because they're like melty?
I gotta look at these cute horses. There's pictures of cute horses on here. I saw a really cute horse earlier. I wanted to show you, but you were streaming. Oh yeah, see that one? The derpy, but it's windy.
There's blue.
It's dark.
Blue and green.
It's pretty cute. I like some 2D pony animations. 3Ds are pretty good too.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys on Friday. Michael back on Sunday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Will I be back Sunday?
Maybe. Will you?
My mom will still be here.
Oh.